Rumpole and the Bubble Reputation by John Mortimer. Adapted by Richard Stoneman.
Unlike my wife Hilda, you may be fortunate enough never to have read an historical novel by the overrated authoress Miss Amelia Nettleship. Her books contain virginal heroines and courageous heroes, and thus present an extremely misleading account of our rough island story.
Ooh.
What? In 1965, Miss Nettleship was frequently photographed wearing cotton print dresses with large spectacles on her pretty little nose, feeding her cats in a wisteria-clad Tudor cottage on the outskirts of Godalming.
I don't believe it.
Oh, for God's sake.
In the interviews she gave, Miss Nettleship referred to the evils of the permissive society and the dreadful consequences of sex before marriage.
No. Oh, no.
Alas, for a while she shared my bed, not in person, but in book form, propped up on the bosom of she who must be obeyed.
Do you have a cold coming on, Hilda?
No, Rumpole. Touching.
Oh, sorry.
Not you. This book is touching. Very touching. I thought Lord Stingo was a bit of a rake, but he's turned out quite differently.
What a sad disappointment.
Nonsense. It's ending very happily. He swore he'd never marry, but Lady Sophia has made him swallow his words.
If they were written by Amelia Nettleship, I'm sure he found them indigestible. Any chance of turning out the light? I need some sleep. Sleep hath its own world, and a wide realm of wild reality. And dreams in their development have breath and tears.
And so, after a mere 5 or 6 hours of shut-eye, I struggled through the following day until my blood alcohol concentration slipped to a dangerously low level. Teach us, sprite or bird, what sweet thoughts are thine. I have never heard praise of love or wine that panted forth a flood of rapture so divine. As I left chambers that evening, I faced the age-old dilemma. Chorus hymeneal or triumphant chant matched with thine would be all but an empty vaunt, a thing wherein we feel there is some hidden want. Should I hurry home to she who must be obeyed, and to our young son Nicholas? What objects are the fountains of thy happy strain? What fields or waves or mountains? What shapes of sky or plain? What love of thine own kind? What ignorance of pain? Or take a moment to review the strengths and weaknesses of the case against my client and thereby strive to become a more effective advocate. I hurried to Pomeroy's wine bar, where I spied my learned colleague Claude Erskine-Brown, alone and palely loitering. Erskine-Brown, what can ail you?
Oh, Rumpole. It's my practice.
Still practicing? I thought you might have got the hang of it by now.
Oh, yes. Amusing. I used to do a decent class of work, but it's come to this. Yeah. Actual bodily harm and affray at the Kitten Our Go-Go, Soho.
Ah, yes. I know it well.
Yes, 2 unsavoury characters in leather jackets, duelling with broken bottles of Coca-Cola.
Sounds like my line of country.
Exactly. I'm scraping the bottom of your barrel.
Thank you.
I'll have to ask for some tips. For instance, what on earth am I supposed to do?
To begin with, visit the locus in quo. Go to the scene of the crime. Inspect the geography of the place.
The geography of the Kitten Our Go-Go? Do I really have to?
Of course. Then during the trial you can suggest it was too dark to identify anyone, or the witness couldn't see around a pillar, or...
It's you, isn't it? I wasn't sure, but now I'm looking at you close up, I'm pretty sure I'm right. It is Horace Rumpole.
I think so, yes. Mr.
Machin. Maurice Machin. Editor of the Daily Beacon. We met a long time ago when you were defending a wife-beater in Bromley. You got him off.
So he wasn't a wife-beater.
Oh, we both knew he was guilty as charged. But you were very clever, Mr. Rumpole. And I have to confess, I was mightily impressed.
Thank you, Mr. Machin.
You can call me Maury.
Gosh, can I really?
And you can help me out, professionally speaking, with a little spot of bother I'm in. My reputation's been impugned, and I seem to be charged with libel.
Oh, Rumpole never does libel.
Rumpole never turns down any kind of case, especially if a reputation's at stake.
So, you think a reputation's important?
Good name in a man or woman, dear my lord, is the immediate jewel of their souls. Who steals my purse steals trash. 'Tis something, nothing. 'Twas mine, 'tis his, and has been slave to thousands. But he that filches from me my good name robs me of that which not enriches him, and makes me poor indeed.
Is that one of your speeches, Mr. Rumpole?
Shakespeare, actually.
Oh, of course.
Your good name, Mr. Machin, is something I shall be prepared to defend to the death. And, of course, the good name of your newspaper.
Our paper does go in for a certain amount of fearless exposure.
Yes, the exposure on page 3 every day. The Beacon Beauties. They're very popular in the clerk's room.
I'm not talking about that kind of exposure. I'm talking about telling the truth about people in the public eye. We're not a cheap, sordid little scandal sheet, Mr. Rumpole.
Perish the thought.
So, would you be happy to act on my behalf?
A barrister is an old taxi plying for hire. That's the fine tradition of our trade. It's my sacred duty, Mr. Machin, to take on anyone who's in trouble. However repellent I may happen to find them.
Thank you, thank you.
Think nothing of it. Now, what exactly is the little spot of bother you say you're in? Give me details.
Well, as a newspaper, we're dedicated to exposing hypocrisy in our society, wherever it exists, high or low. So, when we find this female pretending to be a force for purity and parading her morality before the great British public, denouncing premarital sex, even if it's just the normal stuff, well, we feel it's our duty to tell our readers that this self-same female does not practice what she preaches. And so, I commissioned this little piece that ran a couple of months ago.
May I see?
It's not your case, Erskine Brown.
Oh, we both know it should be, Rumpole. The private life of Amelia Nettleship.
Really? Not the Amelia Nettleship? The expert bottler of pure historical bilge water?
The novelist and hypocrite.
She robs me of my sleep. I know nothing of her morality, but her prose style depraves and corrupts the English language. Who wrote the article?
Miss Stella January.
Oh, she left the paper last week.
And went where?
Not sure. Manchester, I think, to work on The Guardian.
We have to find her.
Really?
If we're going to fight this, which we are, I shall need to speak to Miss January. And then I shall conquer. I never plead guilty.
There speaks a man who knows damn all about libel. You haven't even read the offending article yet.
Oh, just give me a précis.
Amelia Nettleship, two-faced charlatan. Girls in her novels always keep their legs crossed until they've got a ring on their finger. Her own private life rather different. Torrid past. Makes Mae West sound like Florence Nightingale. Home near Godalming, scene of numerous sordid liaison. Married men leaving in the wee small hours. Oh, it goes on and on.
Much like Amelia Nettleship.
I have a meeting later with the barrister who's representing the proprietor of the Beacon. The Sheridan Club, 8 o'clock. Can you join us, Mr. Rumpole?
Of course. Who's the barrister?
Robin Peppiat, QC.
Porky Peppiat? We were at Winchester together.
I believe he's rather good and rather expensive.
Quite a contrast to Rumpole on both counts.
Why don't I take that newspaper cutting, Erskine Brown? And why don't we pop down the kit in a go-go so you can prepare for your nasty little affray?
Must we?
Oh, I think we must. Say what you like about Erskine Brown, and I frequently do. He does take advice.
And so we found ourselves in a dark cul-de-sac just off Wardour Street, where every doorway had a young woman with a beckoning finger and an obscenely short skirt to entice the passing trade into the basement cabins beneath their high-heeled shoes.
Here we are.
Oh, no, Rumpole, I really don't think I can. What would Phillida say if she could see me now?
Oh, I'm sure she deplored your professional commitment.
She wouldn't think I was some kind of dirty old man.
I doubt she'd think of you as old, Erskine Brown. Dirty, yes. Now, careful going down the stairs.
It was, in fact, difficult to imagine what Miss Phillida Trant would have thought of the two of us as we took our places at a small table in front of the tiny stage. I hadn't seen the Portia of our chambers for nearly 3 months. She was weeks away from giving birth and only days away from getting married. Her fiancé looked flustered.
My God, Rumpole, that woman's virtually naked. And she's coming this way. No, don't look.
Evening, gents. Can I get you some drinks? And some company?
No, thank you. We're here for purely observational duties.
You are?
We intend to look and learn, nothing more.
Well, no one's allowed to do any touching, if that was you was hoping for. I'll fetch some champagne,
No,
shall
that
I?
won't be... Oh, damn. She'll bring a bottle of fizzy cider and charge us 3 guineas. I'll try and stop her.
Don't leave me, Rumpole. Good Lord. What on earth is she wearing? Or rather not wearing.
This way, Gav. Smile.
What? Ah! Oh!
I think I've cleared up the matter, though you will have to drink this glass of whiskey, I'm afraid.
What about you?
Oh, I have my con in the Sheridan Club. I'm sure you'll be fine on your own.
Someone just took my picture, Rumpole.
Really? Well, perhaps they'll try to sell you a copy of the photograph before you leave. If I were you, I'd decline the offer. Oh, look. I think the artiste is coming to join you.
Oh, no! No, please. Stay back. Please.
As Erskine Brown enjoyed the attentions of Miss Fifi Bojangles and the semi-conscious snake she wore around her neck, I joined the editor of the Daily Beacon and Robin Pepiat QC in the Sheridan Club, where champagne really was champagne and the waiters kept their tops on.
Well, we should work as a team, old chap. And as leading counsel, I suppose I'm the captain.
Are we playing cricket, old chap?
If it were, it would be an extremely expensive game for the Beacon. The proprietors have contracted to indemnify the editor against any libel damages, no matter how high.
Yeah, I insisted on that when I took the job.
That was very sensible of your client, Rumpole.
Was it really?
Oh, yes. And don't worry, I realise you're not used to this type of case. You are, after all, one of the criminal boys.
Just a juvenile delinquent compared to you, old chap.
Quite. And it's obvious to me we mustn't attempt to justify these serious charges against Miss Nettleship's honour.
Why not? Wouldn't that be cricket?
If we try to prove she's some kind of amateur tut, the jury might bump the damages up to £6,000 or £7,000.
But you filed a defence alleging the article's a true bill.
That's just our bargaining counter. Something to give away as part of the deal. When we agree terms with the other side, we'll abandon all our allegations gracefully.
We put up our hands?
Well, yes. You mustn't worry about the details. Peregrine Landseer's a Guinness, and I'm lunching with Perry tomorrow. I'll just whisper the thought of a quiet little settlement into his ear, and that'll be that.
Whisper sweet nothings. I'll not be party to any settlement.
Quite right.
No, I will defend the good name of my client, Mr. Morris Machin, as a responsible editor.
At our expense?
If necessary, yes. He wouldn't have published that story unless there was some truth in it, would you, Mr. Machin?
Certainly not.
That's all well and good, old chap. But there's absolutely no evidence that Miss Nettleship has behaved as described in the article.
No evidence? Then we must find some, old chap. I'm quite unable to believe that anyone who writes so badly has no other vices. A few days later, I entered the clerk's room of our chambers in Equity Court to see our chief clerk, Henry, sitting at his desk, perusing a copy of the Daily Beacon.
Good morning, Henry.
Oh, good morning, sir. Didn't hear you come in.
Oh, please don't stop reading. I'm sure that fine crusading paper has exposed yet more hypocrisy.
You might be right, sir. And talking of the Beacon, I've got your brief for the Nettleship case. You'll be pleased to hear we've agreed a nice fee plus refreshers of 10 guineas. So you can make it last a while, can't you?
At 10 guineas per day, I'll stretch it out till the trump of doom.
Morning, Henry. Morning, Rumpole.
How goes your sordid affray?
Still sordid. Much like this rag, which I feel should be banned from chambers.
No, I wouldn't look in
There's
there.
the Beacon beauty today. Someone with an IQ slightly smaller than a... Oh. My God.
What's wrong, Erskine Brown? Someone you know?
I did try to stop you, sir.
It's me.
You're the Beacon Beauty?
No. Some kind of story under a photograph of me. Spotted in the Kitten a Go-Go. Junior barrister. Claude Erskine Brown, gawping at the steamy strippers. I wasn't gawping, I was researching. You told me to go there. The locus in quo. This is all your fault, Rumpole.
Clark's room?
At least
yes,
it's spelled
sir.
your name correctly.
Yeah, it's it now, sir.
And you're not actually looking directly
Go down.
at Fifi Bojangles
Straight away, sir.
or her snake.
Head of Chambers would like to see you, sir.
Me? Ballard wants to see me?
Quite urgently, sir.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, God. Oh, God.
But he didn't sack you, so what's the problem?
What's the problem? For one thing, Ballard wants me to sue the Daily Beacon to protect the reputation of Number 3 Equity Court, which will cost me a small fortune. Worse than that, far worse than that, what will Phillida say when she sees the photograph?
Why would she see it? You don't have the Beacon delivered to your place in Islington, do you?
Oh, the milkman will show it to her. I think he hates me for some reason, and I'm sure he reads that despicable scandal sheet. Oh, yes. Philly will see me, gawping.
Well, she's not going to call off the wedding, not for something as trivial as this nonsense.
She might.
Well, in which case you won't need me as best man.
Well, don't you want to be best man? Don't you want to support me, stand shoulder to shoulder, side by side?
Normally I'd love to, Erskine Brown, but I do have my own reputation to protect.
What?
I'm joking, of course. I'm sure the wedding would go ahead as planned.
I hope you're right.
Good evening, Mr. Rumpole.
Fig! How lovely to see you. Erskine Brown, have you ever made the acquaintance of Mr. Ferdinand Isaac Gerald Newton?
No.
The best private eye in town.
Not a lot of competition, Mr. Rumpole.
Even so. Come to the bar, let me buy you a drink, and I'll tell you what I need you to find for me.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Mr. Erskine Brown, I got your message.
You've got some nerve coming here, Machin.
But you asked me to come here.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Because I'm furious. How could you print those lies about me?
What lies? You were in the Kitten a Go-Go. You were watching a stripper perform on stage.
Only because I got involved in a violent affray with actual bodily harm.
You had a fight in a club?
No. I wasn't fighting. I'm defending an affray that occurred in the Kitten a Go-Go. I was merely looking at the scene of the crime. But your wretched paper didn't mention any of that.
How do I know it's true?
Just ask Rumpole. He'll confirm my story.
Yeah. But you lot all stick together, don't ya?
I insist you print an apology. You have to explain to your readers that I'm not the kind of man they think I am.
If we print an apology, it makes it look like we got it wrong.
You did get it wrong!
Only according to you. But I think our story stands up. So, good night, Mr. Erskine Brown.
Come back here, Machin! I demand you tell the world! I demand you tell them! Watching naked women does not make me a pervert! Oh, God.
By the time I returned to Erskine Brown's table, the odious Mr. Machin had left the building. Fig Newton set off to Godalming to stake out Amelia Nettleship's cottage, and I pushed off home for a fitful night with the book-loving Hilda. Returning to chambers in the morning, a surprise awaited me in the gentleman's lavatory. Erskine Brown, you're shaving.
Rumpole, you're early.
Did you sleep in chambers last night?
Well, I wasn't allowed to stay at home. As predicted, Phillida was shown in that wretched newspaper.
By the milkman?
And the postman. And the greengrocer. She banished me from my own house.
Cancelled the wedding?
Not yet. If I sue the Beacon for libel, there's a chance she'll forgive me. But then we won't have any money with which to bring up our newborn child. And it's all thanks to you, Rumpole.
I really don't think you should continue to blame me.
I beg to differ. Of course, I won't be able to spend another night here in chambers. The cleaners will report me to Ballard.
Yes, it's a risky old business, as I learned for myself.
As I seem to remember when you fell out with Hilda. You planted yourself with me. My kitchen still bears the scorch marks from your fry-ups.
Ah, no, I was indeed grateful for your hospitality.
And what's the journey like from Gloucester Road to here,
My
Rumpole?
front door is always open, Claude, and I'd be delighted to put you
Oh,
in.
thank you.
But I could never ask you to shoulder the burden of daily life with she who must be obeyed. It simply wouldn't be fair on you.
I thought I'd done enough to dissuade my learned friend from seeking hospitality under the Rumpole roof, and so, with a glad heart, I went about my daily business. When my work was done, I decided to share some of the good fortune brought with my libel brief. I splashed out on 2 bottles of Pomeroy's bubbly and some of the least exhausted flowers to be found outside Temple Tube Station.
Is that you, Rumpole?
No, Hilda, it's Judge Bullingham. I was hoping for a game of tiddlywinks with your husband.
What on earth have you got there?
All the fruits of the earth, or let's say the fruits of the first cheque in Nettleship v. the Beacon, paid in advance. The first of many if we can spin out the proceedings.
You're doing that awful case.
That awful case will bring us 10 guineas a day in refreshers.
Helping that squalid newspaper insult Amelia Nettleship.
A barrister's duty, Hilda, is to take on all comers, however squalid.
Nonsense.
What?
Nonsense. You're only using that as an excuse. In actual fact, you're jealous of Amelia Nettleship.
My life has been full of longings, but I've never had the slightest desire to become a female novelist, if that's what you can call the illiterate lady.
My mind is made up, Rumpole. I won't take a drop of that champagne, and those flowers can go straight in the dustbin, which is where it appears you found them.
Now, Hilda, you listen to me. Oh, God. That's not... Please tell me that's not...
Claude telephoned and told me all his troubles with Philomena Trump.
Phillida Trant.
And, of course, I invited him to stay.
Good evening, Rumpole.
You're wearing my dressing gown.
Yeah, I had to pack in a hurry. Ooh, champagne. To welcome me into your lovely home.
No.
Was the bath all right, Claude?
Absolutely lovely. Though I fear I've used up all the hot water.
The geezer can be quite temperamental, but Rumpole can do without his bath tonight. Let's go through.
Yeah. Now, which is your chair in here, Rumpole?
I sit next to the gas fire.
Not this evening. We mustn't let you get cold after your bath, Claude. So you go over there, and Rumpole will open the champagne, won't you, Rumpole?
As you command, Hilda. It was the Wagner belting out of the wireless over breakfast that drove me from my own kitchen the next morning. I sought sanctuary in the Royal Courts of Justice, where, when wigged and robed, I met Morris Machin and Robin Pepiat QC.
Miss Nettleship is digging her heels in, refusing all offers of a settlement.
Good.
It is not good, Mr. Machin. I was hoping to wrap this up before luncheon at the Sheridan. It's steak and kidney pud on Thursdays.
My client's reputation is a little more important than steak and kidney pud. You're asking him to sign a statement admitting he printed lies.
If he joins in the apology, the Beacon will pay the costs and damages.
Who steals my purse steals trash, but he that filches from me my good name...
Oh, for heaven's sake, they gave up quoting that in libel actions 50 years ago.
Mr. Rumpole's right, though. My good name is the immediate jewel of my soul.
Steady on, old darling. Let's not go too far.
Unless we settle now, this case could last a couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks? How very... expensive. I tried to keep the smile from my lips as I entered the court. At 10 guineas a day, I was overjoyed at Miss Nettleship's refusal to settle for anything less than a drawn-out fight in front of a jury. And Mr. Justice Teasdale,
Rattling good yarns.
who it seemed was a fan of the plaintiff.
Take it from me, members of the jury, her novels are what you might call page-turners.
My lord...
Yes, Mr. Rumpole?
Rumpole, my lord.
I'm so sorry. I fear you're something of a stranger to these courts.
Would it not be better to allow the jury to come to their own conclusions about Miss Amelia Nettleship and the quality of her writing?
Well, yes, of course. And when they do come to their own conclusions, they'll find she can put together a rattling good yarn.
All I could do was subside and look balefully at the judge. I felt a pang of nostalgia for the Old Bailey. The morning wore on, and it wasn't until mid-afternoon that I got my first chance to confront the authoress.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
If ever I saw a composed and confident witness, that witness was Amelia Nettleship. Her hair was perfectly done. Her black suit was perfectly discreet. Her white blouse shone, as did her spectacles. So spotless did she seem that she might well have preserved her virginity until that very day. When she finished her evidence in chief, the thankless task of attacking her fair name was left to me.
Are you a truthful woman?
I try to be.
And you call yourself an historical novelist?
I attempt to write books which uphold certain standards of morality.
Forget the morality for a moment. Let's concentrate on the history. May I read you a short passage from an alleged historical novel of yours entitled Lord Stingo's Fancy?
Ah, yes. Isn't that the one that ends happily?
Happily all her books end, my lord, eventually. To quote from this particular yarn, Sophia had first set eyes on Lord Stingo when she was a dewy 18-year-old, and he had clattered up to her father's castle, exhausted from the Battle of Naseby.
Since I'd yet to hear a word from Fig Newton, I was forced to spend as much time as possible analysing Amelia's creative efforts.
Now at the ball to triumphantly celebrate the gorgeous enthroning coronation of the merry monarch King Charles II, they were to meet again. Sophia was now in her 20s, but in ways too numerous to completely describe, still an unspoilt girl at heart. You call that an historical novel?
Certainly.
Haven't you forgotten something?
I don't think so. What?
Oliver Cromwell.
I really don't know what you mean.
Clearly, if this Sophia, this girl...
Dewy girl, Mr. Rumpole.
If this dew-bespattered Sophia had been 18 at the time of the Battle of Naseby in the reign of Charles I, she would have been 33 in the year of Charles II's coronation, and Oliver Cromwell came in between them.
I am an artist, Mr. Rumpole.
It's Rumpole. And what kind of an artist are you exactly?
I think Miss Nettleship means she's an artist in work.
Oh, really? Then she must have noticed that the short passage I read to the jury contained 2 split infinitives and a tautology.
What?
It means using 2 words that mean the same thing, my lord, as in the enthroning coronation. It's spelt T-A-U...
I'm aware of its meaning, and I know how to spell.
Well, then your lordship has the advantage of the plaintiff, who spells Naseby with a Z.
Perhaps this sort of cross-examination is common in the criminal courts, but I cannot see how it can possibly be relevant in an action for libel.
These questions, my lord, go to the heart of this lady's credibility.
I was running out of steam.
I have to suggest, Miss Nettleship, that as an historical novelist, you are a complete fake.
Still no sign of Fig Newton.
You have no respect for history and very little respect for the English language.
So I was forced to take avoiding action.
My lord, I have questions, many questions, about the article that appeared in the Daily Beacon and its veracity. However, I see Miss Nettleship is looking tired.
I'm absolutely fine.
And I think it unfair on her and on the jury to begin a new line of inquiry when everyone's feeling exhausted.
It's only 3:30, Mr. Rumpole.
Which your lordship might feel is a little late in the day to start asking questions concerning Miss Nettleship's attitude towards sex before marriage, previous boyfriends, and the allegations by Stella January of liaisons with married men. If your lordship feels Miss Nettleship should get a good night's sleep before the arduous task of answering a barrage of personal and intrusive inquiries, I would have no objection.
Very well. We'll continue tomorrow morning, 10:30?
All rise!
I breathed a sigh of relief, then hurried to Pomeroy's, not merely to avoid an early return to the mansion flat in which Erskine Brown would be playing his way through Die Meistersinger, but also to meet Fig Newton and find out what dirt, if any, he could dish on Amelia Nettleship.
I stayed outside her cottage all night, Mr. Rumpole. I seen a bloke going in just after midnight, and then he come out again this morning, round about 5:30.
Why didn't you tell me? I was on my feet with nothing to say.
I was trying to find Stella January. I thought that was more important.
And?
She doesn't exist.
What do you mean?
I've never come across anyone I can't locate. But unless Miss January's a lot smarter than me, which is unlikely, I'll bet my bungalow on there being no such person.
You're quite sure?
I talked to a few people at the Beacon, off the record sort of thing. And no one ever saw her there. She's never written nothing for any other paper.
And the bloke who stayed the night with Amelia, do you have a name for him?
Afraid not.
Oh.
And before you ask, I never saw his face because it was dark.
Did he have a car?
Yep.
You got the number?
No.
Oh, Fig.
But I did get this, Mr. Rumpole.
A copy of the Beacon? How does this help me?
It was dropped by the bloke when he was getting out of his car last night. See the front page?
Oh, yes. Yes. I think that's interesting, Fig. Very interesting. The next day's edition of the Daily Beacon was coming hot off the press when I arrived at their building in Fleet Street. I glanced at the headline, something about a popular music performer and his latest dalliance with illegal narcotics. Up on the third floor, a couple of crumpled old hacks were drinking whiskey at their desks, proud of their efforts to expose hypocrisy and corruption, exhausted by their attempts to find salacious gossip worth printing.
No. No, we couldn't grab a photo in the ambulance. If she did, we'll try to get a snap of the body in the mortuary, but I can't promise... I have to go now, sir. Something's come up.
I'm sorry, Maury. I didn't mean to interrupt.
It was the proprietor. He rings every night.
Checking up on your stories? Trying to guess if your circulation will continue to plummet? Perhaps a final warning before he fires you.
What do you want?
I've just been with a friend who's spoken to some of your colleagues. In strict confidence, they told him your job's on the line.
That's not true.
So sue me. My friend also told me something interesting about Miss Stella January.
Oh?
You are Stella January.
Your friend sounds like he's off his head.
Actually, he merely said she doesn't exist. I'm the one who thinks she's you.
And why would you think that?
Because you wrote the article about Amelia Nettleship, knowing it would get the paper into trouble, knowing that Amelia would take you to court.
I'd have to be a masochist to want something like that to happen.
Well, it won't be you paying costs and damages. It'll be the proprietor. And he's about to lose a fortune.
We've still got a chance of winning the case.
Oh, no, we haven't. We'll fight for days and days, but in the end, the jury will award a huge amount of money to your girlfriend.
To my what?
You were seen entering and leaving Amelia's cottage last night. You arrived at midnight, left this morning before dawn.
Says who?
Says the man who picked up your litter from the drive. The Daily Beacon. Yesterday's copy.
Anyone in Godalming could have bought this.
No. On the front page, just there, it says first edition. That usually hits your desk at, what time, 10 p.m., 10:30? I imagine you gave it the once-over, then hurried off for your midnight tryst in Surrey.
You're clutching at straws. You got no real proof it was me that wrote the piece.
I agree, there's an element of guesswork.
Huh?
I'm guessing, for instance, that no young female journalist, such as Stella January, would make a comparison between Mae West and Florence Nightingale. But you would, and you did. And with a little more digging, I'm quite sure my friend will find concrete evidence to back up these theories of mine.
I did go and see Amelia last night, but only to ask her to drop the case.
Well, to use a legal expression, pull the other one, it's got bells on it. I told you I'm a taxi waiting on the rank, but I'm not prepared to be the getaway driver for a crime like this.
Have you told anyone about your theories?
Not yet.
And you won't, will ya? Because you're my lawyer.
Not any longer, Mr. Machin. I'm now an ordinary citizen about to report an attempted crime. I don't think there's any limit on the sentence for conspiracy to pervert the course of justice.
What do you mean? Conspiracy?
You're about to be sacked by the Beacon. Maybe they're paying you off, but not with enough dosh for your liking. So your girlfriend and you get together to make £6,000 or £7,000.
I wish I knew how.
Perfectly simple. You turn yourself into Stella January, the unknown girl reporter, and libel Amelia, your girlfriend. She sues the paper and collects the money. Then you both sail into the sunset and share the proceeds. But there's one thing I can't forgive. You're probably wondering what that is. Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Your plan called for an Old Bailey hack, a stranger to the civilized world of libel who wouldn't settle. Someone who'd attack the Nettleship and inflame the damages. So you used me, Mr. Machin. You used me. Since it's a libel action, I'll offer you terms of settlement.
What sort of terms?
The fair Amelia to drop her case, you pay the costs, and in the matter of my learned friend Claude Erskine Brown...
Huh? What's he got to do with this?
Print a full and grovelling apology on the front page of the Beacon, and get them to pay a substantial sum by way of damages. Why did you print that photograph in the first place?
It was supposed to be a picture of you. I heard you say you were going to that club, and I wanted a bargaining tool, just in case everything fell apart.
But when you didn't get a picture of me?
Our readers enjoy seeing people like Erskine Brown in places they shouldn't be. The pompous git deserved it.
And now you deserve everything you're going to get, which from the Daily Beacon is nothing at all. Good night, Stella. I'll see myself out. The front page apology was enough to convince the Portia of our chambers to forgive her fiancé and turn up for their wedding just a few days later. She, who must be obeyed, refused to attend, citing her opposition to premarital sex as the reason. As best man, I was duty-bound to show my face.
You have the ring, Rumpole?
Unless it's jumped out of my pocket in the 2 minutes since you last asked me, yes.
And you've organised some taxis to take us to the reception?
I thought we'd all go by bus.
What?
The number 11 goes door to door, and they run pretty frequently.
Rumpole, I don't want to go... Oh, you're having a joke at my expense.
It's so hard not to, Erskine Brown. Look, here comes the bride. Bad luck to see her before the ceremony.
Oh, we spent last night together. We had breakfast.
Just do as you're told and go inside.
Oh, very well. But don't delay. The next wedding's in 20 minutes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Rumpole.
Good afternoon, Miss Trant. You look...
Enormous.
I was going to say... Actually, enormous will do.
It's kind of you to help Claude. And I know you arranged for that apology in the paper, though I'm not quite sure how you managed it.
Best you don't know the details.
Mrs. Rumpole isn't here.
I'm afraid she doesn't approve.
Of me?
Of just about everything.
Well, it was good of her to put up with Claude whilst we had our little misunderstanding.
Good of me, too.
How did your libel end?
With a sudden outburst of peace and goodwill, much to the fury of Mr. Justice Teasdale.
You settled out of court?
Amelia Nettleship dropped all the allegations, and the Beacon paid the costs with extremely bad grace. I've asked Henry to find me a nice bit of burglary or a GBH. Anything which shows human nature in a better light than civil law.
I don't think you'll ever change, Mr. Rumpole.
I fear you're about to, Mrs. Erskine Brown to be.
And so, after a short ceremony in front of half a dozen friends, but strangely no members of either the Erskine Brown or the Trant families, we travelled by taxi to the Goring Hotel in Victoria. And the moment I'd been dreading was soon upon us.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. It's well, customary, as you know, for the best man to make a speech, and being accustomed to rising to my feet and droning on for hours on subjects about which I know very little, I
found myself lost for words.
Well, I should say something. Something about Erskine Brown and his beautiful bride.
I racked my brains for some words of wisdom. Byron, Wordsworth. Could Shakespeare help me?
Was it not a Roman acquaintance of Coriolanus who said, "The fittest time to corrupt a man's wife is when she's fallen out with her husband"?
Why did I think of that particular quotation? I quickly moved on to a sonnet.
Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove.
Mr. Rumpole.
I realized the Portia of our chambers was looking up at me. In Belmont is a lady richly left, and she is fair, and fairer than that word, of wondrous virtues. I tried not to gaze back at Portia.
Oh, no. It is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks.
I couldn't continue. So I turned in desperation to Lord Byron.
Lord Byron said, "Friendship may and often does grow into love, but love never subsides into friendship."
With a final glance at the beautiful ex-Miss Trant and a final effort to put romantic thoughts from my mind once and for all, I brought my sorry speech to an abrupt conclusion.
More to the point, Byron also said, "Man being reasonable must get drunk. The best of life is but intoxication." So, please raise your glasses and toast the bride and groom. Claude and Portia. Phillida. Phillida. Claude and Phillida. Erskine Brown.
Claude and Phillida.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
We look before and after, and pine for what is not. Our sincerest laughter with some pain is fraught. Our sweetest songs are those that tell of saddest thought. Yet if we could scorn hate and pride and fear, if we were things born not to shed a tear, I know not how thy joy we ever should come near. Better than all measures of delightful sound, better than all treasures that in books are found, thy skill to poet were, thou scorner of the ground.
In Rumpole and the Bubble Reputation by John Mortimer, Hilda Rumpole, Jasmine Hyde, Phillida Erskine Brown, Kathy Sarah, Claude Erskine Brown, Nigel Anthony, Maurice Machin, Ewan Bailey, and Porky Pepiat, Stephen Critchlow. Other parts were played by members of the company. Rumpole and the Bubble Reputation was adapted by Richard Stoneman, directed by Marilyn Imrie,
The Storm by H.L.V. Fletcher.
I get all this snow off my boots, Miss Molly.
Never mind about that, Jacob. Get that door shut. Ooh. Now, come on, I've poured you a cup of tea.
I can do with it. By gosh, it's bitter cold. Drink this and I'll go and milk Daisy. That's a great fire we've got going.
Oh, plenty of wood cut, I hope.
Logs, any amount we got.
We're going to need them. The snow coming at last.
I've been waiting for it all day. Sky grey as slate.
It's been dark since dinner time.
Well, threatening since the new year, the snow. We'll have good measure now.
I wish Father was home from town.
Oh, he'll be all right, don't you fret.
The valley roads fill up so quickly. Oh, have some more tea, Jacob.
Half a cup. Plenty of sugar. That's a good gal. Where's the paper?
It's here. Father's bringing today's. But nice to have the news up to date instead of yesterday's paper by post.
Anything more about that actress woman that was murdered?
Except that they're looking for her husband, Mr. What is it? It's on this page somewhere. Ah, yes, Mr. James Rumford Smith.
Well, why is she called Miss Carrington if she's married to him?
Thelma Carrington with a stage name.
Oh.
She's a wonderful actress.
Was she now?
Seen her act a few times. A lot of her films.
Well, and her husband goes and sticks a knife in her.
It doesn't say he killed her.
Well, who else could have killed her? Read what it says.
Where is it? Ah, yes. The police are anxious to discover the whereabouts of Miss Carrington's husband, Major James Rumford Smith.
There. If he hadn't done it, why are the police looking for it?
Says they were married soon after the war. He lost a hand in a commando raid on a village in Norway, escaped by stabbing some German sentries, was given the MC and made much of. Really quite a hero.
He got in the habit of stabbing, it seems.
Seconded to the War Office, believed to be MI5. Oh, that means spy.
I'm not all that ignorant.
And took no part in his wife's theatrical activities. That's about it. Oh, it doesn't sound the kind of man who'd stab his wife.
Can't say, see. Trash, this all acting lot. Well, I better go and milk. Here's your dad, Carrie.
What?
Look, through the window.
Oh, that's a relief. Oh, he's walking, too. He's had to leave the car.
Oh, someone with him. It isn't anybody I know, is there? By gosh, the snow's coming thick now. See you later.
Very well, Jacob.
Look at everything down there and make it yourself.
Father, where's the car?
In Powell's yard. There's a drift on that corner. Couldn't get through. We've a visitor, Molly.
We have?
This is Mr. James, isn't it?
How do you do, Mr.
My
James?
daughter, Molly. How do you do? Got off at the junction by mistake. Walking to Llanithan. Can't do that trip tonight, so I said he'd better stop here.
Of course.
Come over by the fire.
No, I'm not cold. Our walk warmed me.
Come on, sit down. Make yourself at home.
Thank you. I'm terribly sorry to intrude on you like this.
Oh, you're not intruding, man. Anybody up here would take you in. It's 12 miles to Llanithan. We'd have been digging you out of a drift in a couple of days if you'd gone on.
See, I had an idea I had to change at Newpool. When I found there wasn't a train, I decided to walk.
But it's 20 miles from Newpool to Llanithan.
Oh, yes, well, I'm used to walking.
Not in the snow.
No, I wasn't sorry when you offered me a lift.
Oh, we're glad to have you.
I can go in the morning.
We'll have to see what the snow's like. You expected anywhere?
No, not immediately.
There's a telephone in the post office
Oh,
here.
yes, that's all right.
Good. Because it's in the post office kitchen. They sit there and listen to all you say. Mr. James knows the district, Molly.
Oh, really?
Well, only in a general way. I was at Llanithan during the war, training.
I see. Oh, Father, did you do all the shopping?
Yes, I carried it up from the Powells in a sack. It's in the hall.
Did you get the battery for the radio?
Jones said he'd bring one on Saturday.
Saturday, but this one's nearly finished.
Ah, well, keep it for the news then. Well, I feel a bit warmer. I'd better go out and see if Jacob's done everything. Make yourself at home, Mr. James.
Oh, thank you.
Father, you're cold. Oh, and he catches cold so easily. Oh, I poured you some tea.
Oh, yes, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Look, I really am very sorry to impose on you like this. You know, you and your father are very kind.
Oh, anybody up here'd give you hospitality. It's a very isolated district, these hills between the two towns. Only a few scattered farms. Oh, but then you'll know that if you trained here during the war. We get a lot more snow than they do lower down.
Will I be able to leave in the morning?
No, that depends. I really can't say. Oh, you must be hungry. Well, supper won't be long.
Oh, thank you.
My father will show you where everything is.
Oh, no, I'll be all right.
And there's some books over there, and the papers on the chair beside you. It's only yesterday's, I'm afraid. We have it by post.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry you can't use the radio. The battery's practically
Oh, no,
flat.
that's all right.
Well, are you quite sure you're warm enough?
Oh, yes, it's a lovely fire.
Well, I'll be in the kitchen just through here if you want me.
Famous actress murdered. Oh, God.
Here we are. Oh, this is Mr. James Jacob.
How do you do?
Oh, pretty midday, thank you, sir. All things considered, and this cold snap coming.
Molly!
The snow's blowing off the yard. Drifts starting everywhere.
I hope it doesn't snow for long.
Only the Almighty to know, and he won't tell. Might be days, might be weeks. The way we weather is like your looks. You've got to take what comes. But don't you worry about the snow. It melts.
We get severe storms up here in the hills at times, Mr. James. Sometimes they become quite historic.
But I hope this one won't make history.
And I says amen to that.
Here we are. Supper's ready.
Good. Come along. Sit here, Mr. James. Thank you.
Well, potatoes, Mr. James?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Oh, this is our own Welsh lamb, Mr. James.
Your hand cold?
And? Oh, this.
Oh, you haven't taken your glove off.
Well, as a matter of fact, it isn't a hand.
Oh.
Be quiet, man. He will ask questions.
Oh, no, that's quite all right. I lost my hand in the war.
In the war?
I forget about it, you know.
I'm afraid you will have to put up with Jacob. He's curious as a magpie.
Ask nothing, learn nothing.
The nearest I got to the war was being home guard. I got a medal for that and deserved it. I had lumbago twice.
You enjoyed that little caper?
No, it got too strenuous for me.
Did you get today's paper in town, boss?
Damn, I left it in the car. Well, never mind. We'll get one in tomorrow's post.
And so what do you think? Look at it out there, piling up.
One day's paper is much the same as another to us up here, Mr. James.
Oh, yes.
I wanted to know if they found the man who murdered that woman.
What woman?
That actress woman that was stabbed. You know, I can't remember the name. Something... what was it, Miss Molly?
Thelma Carrington.
Oh, yes. They're looking for the husband. No, they haven't caught him yet.
Great smart piece she was. But one's the same as another to me. All cats is grey in the twilight.
I suppose she'd be a great loss to the stage. No, I don't remember ever seeing her.
Yes, of course you've seen her father. The summer before last. When we were at Stratford.
Where?
Maria in Twelfth Night.
So we did. I didn't really think a lot of her. Not her part, perhaps. You seen Miss Carrington, Mr. James?
A few times.
Did you know she'd been murdered?
Oh, yes, I heard.
Who on earth would want to kill a lovely creature like that?
Yes. She's very beautiful.
What's that?
Oh, no, nothing.
Seen any of her films?
No, I'm not fond of films.
I like a cowboy film myself with red Indians.
Oh, what are you looking so thoughtful about, Molly?
Oh, nothing. I was thinking how silly we were not to get in more cylinders of gas before the snow started.
Morris will get it up here somehow.
If we run out, we'll have no lights.
And Miss Owens' shop hasn't got much paraffin. She was expecting the van to come.
We'll have to make some candles, like my grandparents used to. They used rushlights usually, Mr. James. And they used them economically, too. They went to bed early.
Everybody had big families in those days.
What's that got to do with it?
Big families went out when the big lights came in.
Oh, don't take any notice of it.
And I shan't get to bed myself unless I finish supper and go home. And you weren't looking all that fresh, young man.
Yes. I am very tired. Look, would you mind if I did go to bed?
Of course not. We'll all make an early night of it. Come along. I'll show you up to your room.
Thank you. But I say good night, then. Oh, thank you, Miss Mosley, for an excellent meal.
Good night, Mr. James.
Well, I'd better be going, Miss Molly.
Was it? What? Oh, yes, Jacob. See you in the morning.
Nice chap, isn't he?
Our visitor was tired. He won't lie awake long. I'm quite sleepy myself.
Oh, no, Father, don't make up the fire yet. I have some mending to do before I go to bed. Don't wait for me if you want to go.
I think I'll have a drink first. Where's the paper?
Yesterday's paper is on the chair beside you.
Tisn't here.
Well, I put it there.
Did Jacob have it?
Well, no, I'm sure he didn't.
I wouldn't put it past him to take it home if there was anything in it he fancied reading.
No, he didn't touch it tonight.
Well, it must be somewhere.
Oh, you've moved it yourself.
I haven't even seen it.
Wait, I'll come and look.
Oh, don't bother. I'll have a whiskey.
All right, I'll get it for you.
Brr. It's cold away from the fire. I asked Mr. James to have one, but he said no. There's an innocent, if you like. Going to walk to Llanithan. We'd have been digging him out of a drift in about 3 weeks' time.
Weeks? Is it going to be as bad as that?
Oh, thank you. Ah, that'll warm me up a bit. Yes, it's been building up for this snow. And that young man imagines he's going on tomorrow.
Oh, she would.
Hmm? Don't you like him?
Father, I don't even know him.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't think James is his real name.
But he told you it was.
In the car, when I said he'd have to come home with me. But there was a sort of pause before he said it. I wonder if James is his first name.
Father, why not ask him?
Oh, I don't think it's important.
But it could be important.
Look, girl, he's going to be here for days. Let's not turn him into a mystery. We're worse than Jacob. He says he's Mr. James, and that's good enough for me.
Well, I like to know a bit about people if they're staying with us.
He's probably a prince in disguise, come to seek your hand in marriage. And if he were, he could have my consent.
Oh, please, Father.
Well, he's better than that Tom Morgan anyhow.
Well, Tom Morgan's the same as you. He even went to college. What's wrong with him?
Oh, I don't like him.
Well, I don't expect he likes you.
Now, look here,
it's
my girl.
Silly to quarrel so late. Let's have a quarrel in the morning, then we can make it last all day.
Are you going to marry Tom Morgan?
He hasn't asked me.
Suppose he did.
Well, then I'd have to think about it, wouldn't I?
He's the wrong sort.
I'm going to mix you another drink, then you can tell me who you saw in town, and then we'll go to bed, right?
How's the boss, Miss Molly?
He's by the fire, dozing. I think he's caught a bit of cold.
I warned him yesterday not to stand about after sweating.
I managed to keep him in since dinner.
Where's the other chap? He'll help.
Mr. James? He's gone up to his room.
Nice gentleman, isn't he?
Is he? Oh, I wish he hadn't come here.
Well, never mind about him. Tom Morgan's in the barn.
Tom? Why doesn't he come to the house?
He says he's mucky, been out since breakfast. They've got sheep lost any amount.
How awful.
And who's your dad here in the kitchen, too?
All right, well, I'll put a coat on and go out. I'll make tea when I come back.
All right.
Tom!
Molly, here I am in the barn.
Why didn't you come in, Tom?
I'm not fit for company.
Oh, you're cold.
Somewhere it's warm, then.
Tom, did you ever shave?
No time for shaving, weather like this.
No.
Come here.
No, Tom, not again. Weather like this isn't the time for kissing. Then come inside, I'll make you some tea.
No, I've got to go home. I couldn't pass without a word.
You're very busy.
You're telling me. I don't know where half the stock is.
You've got a visitor.
So Jacob said. My father picked him up from out on Newport, didn't he? Who is he?
His name's Mr. James. That's all we know. Except that he was in the war and lost a hand.
Nice for you to have company.
I don't like him.
Good.
No, I mean it.
I do, too. Good-looking chap in the house. You don't know what'll happen.
But come in and you'll meet him.
No time, girl. I shall have to go. I don't want to. It's right up to the eyes in it.
No, don't go for a minute.
I don't want to. I'd like to stop here all night, Molly.
No, Tom. Please, be serious for a minute.
What's the matter with you?
Look, have you listened to the wireless today?
Wireless talk sense? What time would we have?
Well, I thought for weather reports.
Weather reports, my foot. My father says there's more snow on the way, and that's good enough for us. He can smell the snow.
You haven't seen a paper?
Not since Sunday.
Well, have you heard of Thelma Carrington?
The film star?
Yes.
I've heard of her. I've seen her in a couple of films.
Well, she's dead.
No, is she? I thought she was young.
Murdered. It's in yesterday's paper.
Murdered?
Stabbed. And Tom, listen, that man, Mr. James, we've got stopping here, I think he's her husband.
What? But her name isn't James. I've seen her married name. I can't remember. Something fancy.
It's Rumford Smith. Her husband's name's James Rumford Smith. Well, he's missing. The police want him.
Get away. Where'd you get all this from?
Doesn't it fit in? Mr. James Rumford Smith, and he lost a hand in the war. It said so in the paper.
Yes.
When Father brought him home, we had a paper with an account of Thelma Carrington's murder, all about her and her husband. Well, last night we couldn't find it.
So what?
Mr. James had been by himself in the kitchen looking at the papers.
Well?
Oh, use your head, Tom. He could have destroyed it so we couldn't read about him.
Molly.
But another thing, the wireless battery wasn't quite run down yesterday. There was enough left to hear the news for days. Well, this morning the set had been switched on and the battery was flat.
Someone's always leaving the wireless switched on.
Somebody could have come down and switched this one on in the night.
Oh, talk sense. You were always a great one for making up stories.
Well, all right, I'm imagining it. But there's one more thing. When I made his bed this morning, I saw initials on his pajamas. They were J.R.S. Well, now what you say?
You could have borrowed it.
Oh, Tom, please don't make fun.
Well, taken all round, I suppose. It sounds queer. Jacob said he was a real nice chap.
Jacob would say the devil was a nice chap if he helped him with his work and gossiped a bit. No, there's something odd about this man. He's quiet and distant. I can't explain.
Oh, it sounds a bit like he could be the man. What you going to do?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you.
He can't do anything. Can't get away, that's one thing. Not in this weather.
But he's here. He's in our house. He'll have to stay for days, maybe for weeks.
Don't let on what you suspect.
But can't you see? I don't want him here. Tom, I'm frightened.
Ah, you got nothing to be afraid
But
of.
he stabbed one woman.
He wouldn't stab you.
How do you know what he'd do?
Does your father know what you think?
Oh, I can't tell him. He's sickening for one of his chills. Besides, he'd either laugh at me or tackle Mr. James right out, and goodness knows what had happened then.
Your father can look after himself.
Look, I'm on my own, can't you understand? I'm terrified of him.
Look, you only got to wait till the weather breaks.
I can't wait. Oh, Tom, won't you do something?
What can I do?
Well, couldn't you get down to Newpool?
What, in this weather?
Yes, and let Sergeant Lewis know.
Talk sense, girl. It'll take a day. You know the way we're fixed.
Oh, yes, your sheep. I forgot.
They're lost any amount. Hundreds of them in drifts. We've been looking all afternoon. We didn't find 20. When snow comes, we don't know where to hunt. Everybody's in the same fix. They're too busy to help.
All right. You're too busy.
Can I help it, Molly? You know how it is with sheep lost in the snow. We'll be at it every hour there's light.
Oh, it's all right. You can't help. I can see that.
Look, now. This chap isn't nasty or anything.
Of course not.
Not in any danger. I'll tell you what. Why don't you run down to the post office, telephone Sergeant Lewis, and tell him what you told me?
Police couldn't get here.
You thought I could get there? They'd come some way. They wanted to come. Do any harm?
Because I could just tell him. Oh, that's Jacob calling. I'll have to go.
Gotta kiss me, quick.
He's coming here. I'm here, Jacob, in the barn.
It isn't easing up a bit, is it? You two cuddling in there?
I'm coming.
Don't feel the cold when they're young. Not with a girl in a barn. Your dad's woke up, and Mr. James is with him. I boil the kettle.
Oh, Jacob, will you tell them I'll be in to make tea in a minute? I want to run down to the post office to telephone.
Telephone?
Yes. It's about those gas cylinders.
Telephone? But you can't.
Why not?
The telephone line's down. Broke. Great piece of tree fell across it over by Little Hall.
Oh, no.
Stuck we are. No post, no paper, no wireless, no telephone. Better if we went to bed for a fortnight. Are you staying here till morning for some tea?
Oh, I'm going home. Good night, Molly.
Tom, please.
Good night.
Now we're all by ourselves.
You've a nasty cough, Mr. Mosley.
Yes, my chest is sore.
There's a bottle of cough mixture in the cupboard, Father. You better have some. I'll fetch it. Now, you go to bed and I'll bring it up to you.
Yes, I think I will. Good night, Mr. James.
Good night. Look, you let me help you with the dishes.
No,
Now,
please, I can manage quite...
I can't just sit about. Come on. Yes, I'm marvelous at wiping up. Can hold anything with this hand of mine. You worried about your father?
No, but he's careless, you know. Getting hot and then standing to get cold in a northeast wind. He had bronchitis last winter, then nearly pneumonia.
Yes, he ought to have a doctor, really.
But I don't think a doctor could get here, even if we could send for him.
Yeah, it's awkward.
No, I'll keep him in bed for a few days.
Oh. Damn, I've broken the plate. Look, I'm most awfully sorry.
Never mind. It's an old one.
Do you know?
What?
First time I've heard you laugh since I came here.
You almost smiled yourself. Well, Come along and have some of Father's whiskey. Help yourself.
Thanks. You having one?
No, thank you.
What's it like outside?
Well, I can't see out. There's ice on the window.
Ice? Well, this room's hot.
No, not near the glass. It's a clear night. I can see some stars. Must be freezing very hard.
Freezing? Right, I think I'll go on tomorrow.
Go.
Well, I don't want to trespass on your hospitality longer than I can help.
You're welcome to stay.
No, I really think I should move on.
You know, you'll have an awful job. I don't think you understand what it's like.
Well, now it's freezing. It'll be easy.
Have you ever travelled through snow?
Once in Norway.
What, far?
No, not far.
Well, it won't be the same. There won't be a frozen crust, not after only one night's frost. You'll go through all the time.
I'll manage.
Look, you're taking an awful risk.
But I'll start early.
Do you know the road?
Well, I know the way I want to go. Well, remember, I learned this area pretty thoroughly during the war.
Most of the landmarks will be hidden.
The hills stay.
What time do you want to leave?
Soon as it's light enough.
Shall I pack some food for you?
Oh, that's good of you. I've got iron rations in my pack. Look, you could just leave it here on the table.
No, I'll be up. I'll get you some breakfast before you go.
Well, I'll say good night then. Look, I want to thank you.
No, please, don't.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. James. Dear, I don't know.
Well, I say, I think I overslept.
Well, there wasn't any point in my calling you. Look through the window.
Oh, it's snowing again. Damn. Well, I'll have to put up with it. I must make a start.
Go to the door and look at it.
Blizzard.
You can't go out in that.
But it may not last.
Must have been coming down for hours.
But I've a good mind to chance it.
Look, Mr. James, you must do what you like, but I can tell you this, if you do start, you won't go a mile. I'm sorry.
Oh, but it can't be helped, can it?
You are anxious to leave, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Oh, by the way, how's your father this morning?
Oh, he hasn't had a very good night.
Oh, is he worse?
No, I don't think so. He says his temperature's down.
Have you taken it?
No, he won't have a thermometer in the house. He says if we had one, I'd always be taking his temperature.
Well, there's something in that.
No, he's promised to stay in bed today.
Look here. Are you really anxious about your father?
No, not really, but just wish it hadn't happened now. It's this sort of thing that makes you feel so isolated. Here's your tea.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Look, I think I'll take Father up a cup and make a fire in his room.
But the lights have gone out. What's happened to it?
The gas cylinder's finished.
Well, have you another?
No.
Well, what do you do now?
We'll have to manage with a paraffin lamp, as long as we can get paraffin, and then candles, as long as we can get candles. So, can you manage with the firelight until I come down? We may as well save what we can. Poor old Jacob, he was quite glad to go home, and he doesn't usually give in. No, he really felt the cold today, and he's red to it.
I should have gone this morning. I should have gone. Oh, I wish I had something to do. Snow. Feel imprisoned, shut in.
Look, why don't you go up and talk to my father for a bit?
Well, I don't...
No, take some coal up for the fire, and if he doesn't seem too tired, you could stay a while.
Oh, that's a good idea. Brought some coal for your fire.
Oh, thanks. Nice to see you, Mr. James.
Well, now, how do you feel now?
Hot and aching a bit, but I think I've got it in time.
You're in the best place.
So Molly tells me, but I'd sooner freeze outside than swelter in. We're never satisfied. I'll be out in a day or two.
Well, don't rush it.
Sit down a while.
Oh, well. I mustn't stay too long. I'll tire you.
Oh, I'm glad to have a gossip. It's funny the way things work out. I married a local girl, Molly's mother. When she died, I wanted to get away. Packed up the farming, let the land, and so on. I meant to leave. But my heart was here.
Yes, I know what you mean.
You see it as a good place to get away from, but it grows on you. The hills and all that. I'll die here.
Oh, well, not for a long time.
Hope not. Still, worries me a bit sometimes.
What does?
Dying.
Oh, now, don't be ridiculous.
I mean on Molly's account. What's going to happen to her?
Well, what should happen? I mean, she's happy here, isn't she?
Of course, but it's not much of a life for her. And lying here today, it's been on my mind.
Well, when you're a bit out of sorts, anything worries you.
I had her properly educated, thought she'd get a job somewhere, but she insisted on coming home to look after me. Oh, we have holidays. I've taken her abroad and all that, but we come back and there's nothing for her here.
Well, as long as she's contented.
Nothing at all. She never meets anybody worth meeting.
Oh, one day she'll meet somebody, get married, and then you will have something to grumble about.
I wouldn't grumble. But who's she going to marry? Some farmer's son who'll turn her into a common drudge.
You don't want her to marry a farmer?
Not the ones I know.
Ah, I should imagine you've got a particular one in mind.
That could be. Oh, they're fine chaps in their own way, but she doesn't understand.
Well, leave it to her good taste.
When women fall in love, they haven't any taste.
Is she in love?
I wouldn't know. At her age, it's easy to imagine you are.
Well, I know nothing about your daughter's affairs, but I think you're upsetting yourself for nothing.
I suppose you're right. I must take her away when the spring comes for a really long holiday.
Yeah, sounds a good idea.
You're not married yourself.
No, I was.
Oh, I thought I heard you tell Jacob you're single.
Yes, I didn't want to talk about it.
I beg your pardon. I wasn't trying to be curious.
No particular secret. My wife is dead.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
No, please don't mistake me. It wasn't a very successful marriage. It's over now.
Sorry if I brought up something you want to forget.
Oh, yes. It's all over.
Have a look at the weather, will you?
No, it looks about the same to me. Can't see 50 yards, like a mist.
It'll probably go on all night.
I think so.
It's largely a matter of wind. As long as it stays in this quarter, we shan't get much change. Could you put a bit more coal on the fire?
Yes, certainly.
The room will get like an icebox if it gets too low.
Yeah. Now, how about a nap?
I might.
Now, I'll just go down. I promise to do a few jobs for Jack.
Come up again.
Certainly will.
Oh, dinner over again. Life's just a field of snow these days with meals dotted in it.
10 days of it we've had.
Seems like a year.
I thought the boss was going to come down for an hour.
Yes, but he didn't want to after all. Jacob, I wish he'd start getting better.
So do I, Gil. So do I.
If you could only get some medicine, something like M&B.
I can remember old Michael Evans used to cure with a Bible and a key.
Really ought to have a doctor.
Wonderful chap, old Michael. Dead these 20 years, should be.
Oh, he's not much help then, is he? Where's Mr. James?
In the barn. You like him better now?
Oh, I don't know. He's very good.
Could have played him when he come, could you?
Wish he never had come.
He's all right. Proper nice chap. But I don't know what's got into him these days. He's making something.
What?
Tennis bats, it looks like. Here he is coming now.
Oh, hello. Look, is there any very strong twine?
Yes, I think there's a ball of it in the straw.
Good. I'll grease it, but it must be strong.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Jacob says you're making tennis rackets.
Well, that's what they look like.
Rackets, that's right. We'll play with snowballs.
What are they?
Well, you wouldn't tell me.
No, I wouldn't tell you because you're so inquisitive as usual. They're snowshoes.
Snowshoes? Don't look like any shoes I ever saw. What are they for?
Walking on snow.
You couldn't walk on them things.
You'd be surprised. You can get over deep stuff on them without going through.
Tis natural. I'll get drowned on my own 2 feet as long as I'm able. Bath chairs you'll be making next.
Have you ever used them before?
A few times.
As soon as you finish, the snow goes likely as not. Then a thaw and water everywhere. Better if you was making bathing drawers for a Noah's Ark.
Oh, one thing at a time. I'd better get back. Unless old Pharaoh here can think of some other task for me.
Old Pharaoh'd like a nap.
Well, you have one, Jacob.
Oh, I'll go and split some firewood first. Have a nap before tea, perhaps.
Do you like a cup of coffee before you go back?
No. Oh, yes, it would be nice.
The kettle's boiling.
Ah, cups of tea, cups of coffee all day long was shocking.
Breaks the monotony.
Yeah, it does.
Jacob and I were just saying the storm's been going 10 days.
Yes, I know. I come up here to walk across the hills. Here I am. Like being in prison. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. You've all been so kind.
No, Know exactly how you feel.
No, I don't think you do, Molly. Not exactly. On. Dad.
Mr. James, what on earth are you doing here? It's the middle of the night. It's only 2:00.
Why have you come down?
I thought it was Father. What are you doing?
I'm leaving.
Now.
Yes, now.
Why? In the middle of the night.
But it's early in the night. There's a moon.
Which will set in a couple of hours.
There's plenty of stars. The sky's clear.
Look, you can't. You'll be lost.
I was taught to make my way by a map and a compass.
On snowshoes?
Exactly.
You've no idea how cold it is. It's below 0.
Well, I must put up with that.
Oh, please, start in the morning.
It may be snowing in the morning.
I don't think you realize what you're up against.
I think I do.
But you'll never make it.
Oh, of course I shall. After all, I'm only going to Glenithan.
All right, go if you want to. But if you think by walking out into the night you can escape...
What do you mean, escape? Would you mind answering my question?
You know what I mean. Oh, why pretend anymore?
Well, which of us is pretending?
Your name isn't Mr. James, is it?
What exactly is it, then?
Isn't your name Romford Smith?
Well, let's have the rest.
Don't try to frighten
Molly,
me.
I'm not trying to frighten
you. Because I'm not frightened. I was, but I'm not anymore. I don't care. You can do what you like.
I don't want to do anything. You're crying. Look. No, please, look, I'm terribly sorry. Look, there's nothing to cry about.
It's reaction, I suppose. You are James Romford Smith, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Thelma Carrington's husband?
Yes.
But you killed her, didn't you?
As a matter of fact, I didn't.
Oh, I'm so glad.
God, it's such a relief not to have to pretend anymore.
Tell me, what was she like?
Oh, what, Thelma? Oh, I don't know. It's a job to say. Well, you know the publicity stuff. Beautiful, successful, clever. Oh, but she had one overriding ambition, to be a great actress. A really great actress.
She was?
No. She never touched it. And she knew. In her own eyes, in spite of success, she was a failure. Well, you see, the way I see it, they come in two sorts. Either you remember the part they play and forget the actress, or you remember the actress even if you forget the part she played. The latter are the ones. You only get a couple of century women like Siddons, Ellen Terry Bernard to say. You see what I mean?
Thanks.
Well, that's who she wanted for company, and, well, she missed it somehow. Oh, well, Molly, our marriage was a great mistake. See, it was just two bodies. And we got to dislike each other. Then to hate each other. At least she hated me. I didn't hate her. I was about the only person who knew what was going on in her mind. I was sorry for her. That's why she hated me. I wanted a divorce, but she wouldn't agree, so we just quarreled and quarreled. Oh, dear. Not a nice way to talk about the woman I was married to. You know, I've never spoken of it before. Not to anybody. You see, I became so edgy. Once or twice I even said I'd like to murder her. But I didn't mean it, you know. People hear of these things. They remember them. And she'd repeat my threats to our friends, all in fun. Yet not in fun, if you see what I mean.
Yes, I think I understand.
Well, people weren't quite sure just how cruel I really was. Oh, have you heard about that wretched decoration I won?
Yes.
It's where I escaped from a prison camp in Norway and had to kill 2 guards. But, I mean, that was war. That sort of thing, you see, one gets a certain reputation. I'm not a killer. But I couldn't do that anymore. I can't even shoot a pheasant these days.
You don't need to explain all this.
No, I'd like to. That night, before she was due to go to the theater, we said some terrible things to each other. And finally, I said I'd leave her, and she said if I did, she'd commit suicide. Oh, she didn't mean it. That was acting. Well, I said if she felt that way, get on with it. And my old commander knife was in a drawer. I took it out, flung it on the bed, and said something like, good idea, do it with that. And then I walked out. See, I was in a hell of a temper. I really did mean to leave her, but I couldn't go like that, you see, so I went to the local, knocked back a couple of pints, and sort of calmed down, decided to go back. I was going to tell her how sorry I was for what I'd said. Oh, I hadn't been out 10 minutes, or certainly not more than a quarter of an hour. She was dead. lying on the bed with my knife in her heart. Well, then I just ran.
Why?
Oh, well, why do people run away?
Because you hadn't done
But
it.
everybody would believe I'd done it. I reckon the evidence against me is so strong, I believe myself I'd kill if I didn't know better. I even wondered if I'd had a blackout and had killed her.
Now, look, was there anybody else in the house?
No. It's my bad luck. But the last person to see us was Hans. Oh, an awful old woman who looked after us. She'd been Thelma's dresser since she started. Was about the only person who really loved her. Well, I was poison to her, of course. Yes, I'd like to know all she said to the police.
Well, look, could anybody have got into the house while you were out?
Well, they must have done.
Have you any idea who?
No, none. I mean, I can think of 100 people who hated her. Any of those might have killed her. But whoever he is, he's lucky. The spotlight's on me.
Why did you come here? I mean, where were you going?
Well, I came up here because it's the most isolated place in the country I know.
Mr. James, there isn't a place in the hills you could go without being seen somewhere by a shepherd or a farmer.
Yes, but as I've told you, I know these hills. I met a chap out on the border up there during the war. He'd take me in. I could stay there as long as I liked and then, well, go to Ireland, perhaps on a Cardigan Bay fishing boat. Then later America, I thought. Oh, I was mad to start running. But now it would be mad to stop. I know what I'm doing. And if they get me now, I don't stand an earthly. I'm the scapegoat. But I'm not going to be caught. I'd sooner fall asleep in the snow.
Oh, no.
Well, it's in the open air anyhow.
You're determined to go?
Well, there's no real option. Go and wish me luck. Won't you? Now, look, please, don't cry again.
I'm an idiot.
Look, I don't want to remember you crying. Try to manage a smile.
I don't think I can.
Oh, yes, you can. That's better. Hold it.
Oh, you're ridiculous.
Oh, Molly.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if I ought to say this. Won't do any good. Oh, I can't see it does much harm. I'd like you to know. You see, all this time I've been here, I've been falling in love with you. I think it started the very first night I saw you. It's been going on all the time. Yeah, perhaps I wouldn't have told you. Nothing I can do about it. There it is. If ever you think of me, perhaps you'll remember. I'd like you to remember.
I don't know what to say.
Well, don't say anything.
You see, being shut up here with you, I've been afraid of you.
But there was nothing to be afraid of.
No, but up to an hour ago, I thought you were a murderer.
Now you know I'm not.
Oh, I can't tell you how happy I am. It's like a terrible weight gone. But you see, in spite of what I knew, what I thought I knew about you, I liked you.
It's as much as I ask.
I'll always remember you.
Well, now we'll make that raid on your larder. But you hear something?
It's his father. He can't be up.
But he's coming downstairs, I think.
Oh, but that's mad. What on earth?
I'm late. Ought to have been up hours ago.
Father.
Hours ago.
Now, what have you come down for?
Jacob can't come today. It's snowing. I'll have to milk. Jacob's not well. I think he's getting old.
Now, take it easy.
Oh, my boots. Where are my boots?
Father, you shouldn't have got up. You've been ill.
I've got to milk.
I'll see to the milk.
Jacob can't come.
Well, I can do Jacob's jobs, Mr. Mosley.
You?
Yes,
You?
that's right. You remember, James.
James?
Yes, now, you'd be better in bed, Mr. Mosley.
Animals must be fed. A horse. There's only one horse. My grandfather used to keep 5 horses.
I'll see to everything. There's nothing to worry about. Now, look, put a rug or something round him and slippers on.
It's late, rather.
We'll see to everything. You'll feel better in bed now. Come on, I'll give you a hand to take him upstairs. That's... Come on.
It was very cold this morning.
You lean on me, Father. Put your arm on my shoulder. That's
Steady.
right. Come on now. Gently. No, careful. It's all right. Not much further to go now. I'll get you back into bed again.
There we are.
There.
Gently does it. Yes, I'm afraid his temperature's gone up quite a bit.
You wondered when he was ill before, but not like that. God, I hope he hasn't got pneumonia.
I think he has. Now, look, you must have somebody here. He may be a handful.
No, I can manage.
No, not while he's like he is.
Normally it'd be easy to get help, but everybody's so much to do because of the storm.
Look, shall I go down and knock up Jacob?
Yes. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. Why did this have to happen now? Oh, look, you should be going. Don't worry about us.
I'm not leaving while your father's like that.
But you must. I don't want you to be caught.
I shan't be caught.
If you hadn't been here, I would have managed without
But
you.
I am here, and your father needs a doctor.
But we could never get a doctor.
Well, who
here.
is your doctor?
Dr. Breen.
A young man?
No, over 60, and he's not strong himself. And even if I could get a message through, I couldn't ask.
How far?
Carison, about 7 or 8 miles.
All right, I'll go.
You...
I can do it on my snowshoe.
Please.
No, it's easy. Try a run for my endurance test.
Anyway, we can't possibly ask him to come.
But we won't. But he knows your father. He'll have a good idea of the trouble. I'll get what drugs are needed and full instructions. He couldn't do much more if he did come.
You ought to be on your way to your friend.
No, there's plenty of time.
I want to refuse your help.
No, it can't be done, Molly.
I need it. Oh, you are good to me, Mr. James.
Mr. James?
I don't think I could call you Mr. Romford Smith now.
I should hope not. Though my name is James.
Of course it is.
It always has been James. Never Jimmy or Jim, just very formal and proper. James.
Oh, James.
That's it. Keep on trying. Doesn't sound so much as if you're talking to the butler after Harvard, doesn't it?
On 12 hours.
Oh, had a bite at the doctor's. No danger.
If he got there.
He got there, my girl. Do anything. That boy only put his mind to it.
Can't do wrong in your eyes, can he, Jacob?
What about yourself? I got the feeling we've been mates all our lives. It's been shut up in the snow together. Don't go there standing in the window like that, my girl. That won't bring him quicker.
The sky's getting dark again.
More snow coming. I won't be sorry myself to see him back.
If he doesn't, I'll never forgive myself.
Here you come. Pray don't snow any more yet.
Jacob! Jacob, look over there. Below the trees.
That's him.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
That's him. Oh, them watches of his were slow but sure. Walking like a duck on dinner plate.
Oh, Jacob.
Yeah, it is me you've got to kiss.
James! 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 Are you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm all right. A bit tired, that's all. Well, I've got everything. Written instructions. Enough M&B to last the summer. Now, please don't cry. Come on, everything will be all right now. You'll see, everything will be all right.
Ollie,
Yeah?
Tom Morgan's here.
Tom? Well, tell him to come in. Come on, Tom.
Can't get all the snow from it here.
Come on in here.
Hello?
Hello?
How are you?
Oh, fine.
They sent me down to ask about your father. Only last night we heard he was so bad.
My word, the snow has slowed us up. Why, he's on the mend now.
Oh, that's good. Billy the cleaner was saying he was like to die as not.
Oh, that was days ago.
Good Lord.
He was very ill, but Mr. James went down to Dr. Bream and fetched medicine.
Went to the doctor's? My God, he must have had a rough trip.
Yes, I think he did. He went on snowshoes.
Ah. Wish I'd have known. I'd have gone for you.
Oh, thank you, Tom. Anyway, it's all right now. Have a cup of tea, warm you.
Oh, thanks. How's he getting on, this Mr. James? I could see him about here from the hill.
Oh, he's all right.
You've got a belly full of him, all right.
Well, he couldn't leave with the weather we've had.
You're still afraid of him?
Afraid of? Oh, that was silly. There was nothing to be afraid of. No, you know that idea I had about him being the man who killed his wife, which was all wrong.
Was it?
It was a silly mistake.
But there was all sorts of clues, wasn't there? Like the paper you lost and the wireless you left around.
Well, I found the paper, and it was Father who left the set switched on.
Don't say. He's only got one hand, too, like the chap the police is looking for.
Thousands of men who fought in the war have only one hand.
You found his initials on his pajamas.
Oh, well, I made a mistake there. It was JBS.
But his name's James. That doesn't start with S.
Well, perhaps they're on his own.
You should have asked him then.
Tom, what's the matter with you?
Matter? There's nothing the matter.
No, I got a bit worked up that day, and you were
He's
here.
a mighty nice chap all of a sudden, isn't he? He's a proper lamb amongst us wolves, isn't he?
Oh, what do you mean?
Had enough time to find out. You and him here by yourselves every night and your father in bed?
You haven't a very nice mind, Tom.
That's so damn silly as you
Oh,
think.
aren't you?
What's been going on between you and him, Molly?
Do I have to answer that?
Very sure all of a sudden he isn't the chap the police want.
Yes, I am.
You got a short memory. A different story you had to tell the time the storm was starting. I remember the way you were that night. You were scared to death.
Yes, and what did you do about it?
Fat lot of chance I had to do anything with hundreds of ewes under the snow. If you had been in danger...
Well, as it happens, I wasn't. It was imagination.
They're broadcasting the wireless for this, Mr. James Romford Smith.
Oh. Did you hear it?
They haven't had the wireless since the storm started. I was in the Crinnant, and one of them said about it. He's the chap, all right, you know.
Well, why didn't you say he was here, then?
I got more sense than that. There's something else, too. There's a picture of him in the Sunday paper a couple of weeks back.
Well, there haven't been any Sunday papers, not up here.
Fleece went down to Ravenshill one night to try and get some fags, and they put a piece of one page on some candles he bought same time. Only by luck I saw it.
Have you got it?
Yes, I have. Yeah, look at that. See what it says? Mr. James Romford Smith, whose whereabouts the police are anxious to trace.
It's not a bit like him.
Well, I reckon it is.
But you haven't seen him.
I saw him in your yard one day I went to the shop.
Well, I'll fetch him if you want to have a good
No,
look.
thank you. I'm so fond of his company as some people.
Oh, Tom, don't be silly. He's nothing to me, nothing at all. Once the weather clears, he'll leave and I shan't ever see him again.
You never said a truer word.
Well, if you don't believe me, that's all about it. I tell you, he isn't the man the police want.
You ought to know, you and him being such good friends.
Well, if you think he is, you'd better do something about it. Since he saved Father's life, I wouldn't want to.
No, I know you wouldn't.
You're just jealous.
I must be going. Thank you for the cup of tea.
Don't mention it.
Hope your father will be better soon.
Oh, Tom, please don't do anything silly.
I won't do anything silly, don't you worry.
Well, what are you going to do?
Likely I tell you that. You must think me a fool.
Perhaps I'd better not answer that. James?
Yes.
James? Did you hear all that?
Yes.
I'm dreadfully sorry.
No, don't give it another thought.
When I told him that, I was terribly afraid of him.
Well, naturally.
You see, I had nobody else to tell. Father was ill and Jacob's too old, and he was the only one I could turn to.
Yes, don't worry about it.
Great oath.
Oh, he sounds very clever to me.
He's going to make trouble.
Yes, well, he can't do much at the moment. We're still snowbound. He's still tied up with lost sheep and ponies.
You tell the police you were here.
Well, they'd find out sooner or later anyhow.
They're looking for you, James. I think it's important you should go as soon as possible.
No. The weather's all wrong yet.
It's no worse than when you were going to leave.
Oh, I'm getting more canny. That trip to the doctor made me think. I'm no worse off than I was before.
Yes, you are, because now they'll have a starting point. But for Tom Morgan, you could be almost anywhere.
Yes, I see that. You're worried, aren't you?
I'm dreadfully worried. The longer you stay, the more risk they'll catch up with you.
I'll be all right. Look through the window. It's snowing again. Yes, there's no end to it. You don't want me to start in that.
I don't want you to start at all.
No, neither do I, really.
Oh, I wish you'd stay and see the
We've
things.
had that out. I started running, and once you start running, you have to keep on as long as you can. On the other hand, if I hadn't started running, I'd never have met you.
James.
So I'm glad I started.
Jacob says he heard they've cut the road for a few miles up the New Pool Road. They did it before, but it filled in. One day it won't fill in. Then they'll cut some more.
First suitable night, I go. But I know now I can't make it if there's a blizzard. Now, look, young Morgan won't do anything yet, will he?
I don't know.
Oh, will he?
I don't know what he'll do. I thought once that if you went, I'd be able to manage him, make him keep quiet, but I'm not sure anymore. Don't you feel sometimes this storm, it's become real? Doing things.
Spiteful.
Spiteful and cruel. It's been so long. It's become a threat to me. It's like some horrible old pagan god.
Well, it did bring me here, you know, Molly. To find you.
Yes, I know, James. And now it's going to hold you here till they catch you.
That ham was good. Smelt like the pastures of paradise.
He's right, you know. It's a wonderful meal.
What could tell a man to be without a nose?
He'd certainly look more odd.
I mean to smell with.
Yes. Snowing heaven's hard again.
You notice something? That snow's going soft like. I reckon us near the end of it.
You really think so?
A lot of water in the river, too. Some of it is melting. But one more good fall, I'd say, then stop.
Oh, we can always hope.
A lot of people about this morning.
People?
Well, the boys.
What boys?
Why, our boys round here. Who else?
Who have you seen?
Tom Morgan and his pals. His two brothers and that boy from Nanset. And Arthur the Cindy. Got their guns, some of them. Said they were out after hares. That's a bare-faced lie. Because there's no Morgan born who'd waste a cartridge on a hare when you can catch him with your bare hands now. Only see him. Not as a poor critters is worth catching. They're nothing but skin and bone by now.
James, I wonder, would you take this hot cup of tea up to Father?
Certainly.
Yes, then you can bring his tray down if he's finished with it.
Right.
I'll open the door for you. Look, I must talk to Jacob.
You mean I'm not to hurry?
Can I tell him about you?
You tell him what you like.
Because you will need him on our side.
Now, look, don't get yourselves involved in my affairs any deeper.
No, please.
Oh, all right.
Jacob,
I'm listening.
what are the Morgan boys and those others hanging around for?
Oh, no good I won't. They got work at home plenty.
Now, listen, Jacob, I've got to talk to you, and there isn't much time.
Time's the one thing God give us plenty of. Now, tell Jacob what's worrying you, my girl.
It's James. They're after him.
Well, he ain't no hare, nor he on run to be chased, I'm thinking.
No, he's wanted by the police.
Oh, a lot of us would be if all of us knowed about us.
Do you like him?
You do, seemingly. I ain't blind. Oh, call to blush. He's as tidy a man as you'd wish to meet. Him and me's got on somewhat very well.
You see, something awful happened. His wife was murdered.
Was she now? Well, oh.
It was that actress, do you remember?
Oh, I remember. And our James was her husband. Well, fancy that.
Well, the police think he killed her.
Do they?
But he didn't do it, so he's trying to get away.
You sure he didn't do it, Molly?
Yes.
He's told you?
Yes, I'm sure of him, Jacob.
Well, then, so am I. Where's them Morgan boys come into it?
Well, when he first came, I thought he was the murderer, so I told Tom Morgan.
If you told me now...
I thought Tom would help me, but he wouldn't then or couldn't, and now I don't know what he's doing.
Gee, cat and mouse. Jealous. That's what Tom is. Good reason come to that.
Jacob.
To see yourself. Not the same girl these days. And the way you looks at Mr. James, proper cheeky.
Now, the point is, what are we going to do?
Can't Mr. James slip off somewhere tonight?
No, it'll be snowing again. And if it isn't Tom or some of them will be watching.
And if we knew what they was up to. The time I was getting out, I think.
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, if the boys is about, they'll be down in the buildings for shelter and a smoke sometime, should be. They might talk.
Oh, Jacob, be careful.
Don't you fret. Artful as a badger I am. I'll go on a bit crouchy about Mr. James. Too much of a gentle lot for me. I know them boys. They'll be turning themselves inside out in a crack. You two stop in and keep out of sight. I'll be back sometime.
Have they told you anything, Jacob?
You don't look very pleased.
I've been talking to young Reese in the barn. He was stiveling cold, poor boy. He was afraid to say too much. I didn't let on I knew a thing.
You know you're taking an awful lot of risks on my account.
That's my business, isn't it?
All right. Now, look, what's their game?
Now, watching you don't get away. It come out bit by bit like sardines out of a tin you opened with the scissors. Seems the Newpool Road has been clear now. There's less snow lower down. I think Tom sent young George to let the police know you were here.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, my girl.
Well, how long will it take?
Oh, depends on the weather. They think somebody'll be up today, because he's let out they don't think to hang about after dark.
Today?
Put Tom back up, and he's got thinking Mr. James be gone if he didn't do something.
Damn.
They think they got you cornered.
Yes, they're doing very nicely.
What are we going to do? We must do something.
Well, what exactly? Jacob, how many are there?
Well, I can't tell for certain. 3 Morgan boys and him from Nanser. Arthur Cindy's gone, but Jim Powell was on the hill now, just in his place. The boys will stand together. This is better sport to them than spearing a salmon.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. Exactly how far I wonder they're prepared to go.
How far?
One had a gun, you said.
Oh, there'll be more than one, no danger.
Would they use them?
Not much indeed. Guns, that's play. That's showing off, acting big-sorted. They're 6 to 1, mind. Pull you down, they could like dogs on a sheep.
Right. There's one way of finding out.
What are you going to do?
I put my coat on and have a little walk, just to see what happens.
Please don't.
Only a short walk.
Stay here, don't go out.
Look, I want to find out what they're up to.
But Jacob's done that.
I want to see if they'll try to stop me or merely
please,
follow.
I wish you wouldn't. They'll start a fight.
Oh, there won't be any fight.
Please, I'm afraid.
No, you're not.
I am, James,
No,
I am.
Don't be afraid. It's halfway to being beaten when you're afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. Look, I'll take that haversack to make it look as if I might be going.
You watch her. They're waspish.
Now, you two stay here. Don't come out. You'll be able to see through the windows.
I feel like coming out with a gun myself.
Guns won't be needed. Here goes.
Hey, just a minute.
Hello. Would you be Tom Morgan?
You going somewhere?
Well, yes, I am, actually.
Leaving?
That's right.
You made a mistake, mate.
I beg your pardon?
Not leaving. You're staying here. You can't go.
Oh, I assure you I can.
Take a look around. There's 5 of us here to say you can't.
But why on earth not?
You can't, that's all.
You mean to say that you 5 are going to use force to stop me going? I suppose you've a reason for this peculiar behavior.
You got a reason, all right.
Oh, I'd very much like to hear it.
I bet you would. Someone waiting to ask you some questions, Mr. James Romford Smith.
Oh, my name is James.
Ah, your name's James Romford Smith, and the police want you, don't they?
What on earth are you talking about?
The fancy to it. I'm not going from you. Get that? Not till the police come. You go back in the house and stay there. Don't, we'll tie you up in the barn.
Oh, well. Doesn't seem to be much good arguing, does it?
That's that.
What did they say?
Morgan knows who I am. I have to stay here until the police arrive.
I'll go and talk to them.
No, it's no good.
Tom ain't no pal to the police. You've got his knife in you.
No pity, that's how it is.
You can't.
Well, they're all round. I mean, short of taking one of your guns and shooting my way out. Oh, of course I wouldn't.
Snowing again. May drive them in.
Will they delay the police?
I doubt they'll get it very hard down at Newpool, and they'll have to come back to drive them boys in. I think I'll go up and have a word with the boss.
Well, what about?
Don't worry him. Leave him out of this.
There's something I want to ask
Look,
him.
I will not have him worried.
Something I got to ask him.
And what is he up to?
I don't know, but leave him alone. He's shrewd. Perhaps he's thought of a way to get you out of here. Look, are your snowshoes in here?
Yes, in the scullery. I can only make a start.
Oh, my fault.
Oh, don't be so
Why
silly.
did I tell Tom who you were? It's all this horrible storm.
I think Jacob's coming down.
I reckon I can fix things for you.
How?
That's my business. You tend to your own side of it. I'm going out now. You stop where you are and look after yourself. You're not to come out whatever happens. No matter what you hear, don't you come. 'Tis all arranged. Me and the boss has fixed it.
Oh, what's all the mystery?
No mystery, simple as ABC. You'll see.
Now, look, I don't want you in trouble on my account, Jacob.
No trouble. 'Tis a pleasure. When the time comes, you go. Slip out by the back. Then nick round the hill there, back of the house. You'll be out of sight in no time. Molly, you see he gets away.
I don't like this.
You don't like waiting here for Newport police either.
Go on, Jacob. Whatever it is, do it.
Do it in a crack.
Time's getting on. There's more snow. It's getting dark again.
Well, so long, boy.
So long, Jacob.
And good luck, my boy.
What is he up to?
Look, I don't know, but he does understand that lot outside. He can handle them. Whatever he's doing, he's got Father's blessing. Look, I think if you want to escape, you ought to get your things on. They're all here.
Right.
Doesn't seem quite real to me. Now, you know what you're doing.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be a bad night.
Oh, very likely.
Oh, I wish you'd stay, tell them the truth, and fight it out. Take a chance.
No, it's no good. It's too late. Look, you do understand.
Yes.
Oh, I wish I could give you something to remember by.
I don't need anything to remember by, James.
No. Not I. What the devil?
Oh, this is it. Wait, I'm going to look. Yes, the buildings are on fire.
Fire?
No, stop, James. Don't go to help them. Can't you see? He and Father agreed about this. They're worth little, but there are animals, and all those are farmers' sons. They've got to help him.
Mad.
No, don't be silly. They'll put it out. It's a farm, and a farm is the most important thing in their lives.
Are you sure he did this on
Yes,
purpose?
I'm sure. Now go now, quickly. Up the hill. Keep the house between you and the yard till you're around the breast of it, and then you can head west. The poor light in the snow will hide you in 5 minutes.
This is goodbye.
No, please, don't say it. Don't say it. Just go. Don't look back, James. Just go now while I've got my hands over my face. Please. Goodbye, James.
Well, I'm sorry you didn't get there in time to be some use, Miss Mosley.
Oh, that's all right, Sergeant Lewis. Boys happened to be around, and they soon put it out.
It was an awful old mess indeed.
Oh, it's only a few barns. It should have been rebuilt years ago. Father's always talking about doing it. All the animals are safe.
How did it happen?
Well, I think Jacob said he dropped a match on some straw when he was lighting a hurricane lamp.
He's going to have a rent face.
Oh, he doesn't need to. Oh, but you didn't come about the fire.
We did not. We've been all day getting here. We and Thomas and that young Davis, one of the new constables. They'd got their fire out just as we arrived. That gang look as black as sweeps. Which is Romford Smith?
Who?
Romford Smith, James Romford Smith. He's the chap whose actress wife was murdered, or haven't you heard?
Yes, I heard.
I know most of the local boys, but I can't see the man I want.
Look, you'd better come in the house.
No, very good. Is he coming in?
Who?
Mr. Romford Smith.
He isn't here.
Not here?
No?
But we were told we'd information he's been staying here.
He was here, he's gone.
Gone? This weather, gone? Oh, no. After me coming up here, it nearly killed me. Too old for this, what a luck I am. When did he go?
Today.
What time?
I can't remember.
Perhaps we could catch up with him.
Oh, no, you couldn't.
Well, where's he gone?
I don't know.
You don't know. Miss Worsley, they've been looking for that man all over the country. Then I find him and he's gone and you don't know where.
I'm sorry, Sergeant.
Well, know about his wife, Thelma Carrington, the actress?
Yes, it happened just before the storm started.
They've been trying to find him ever since. Between you and me, it was thought at first he'd had something to do with it. But, of course, once the woman confesses, you're obviously in the clear. They thought...
Stop! What did you say? The woman, what woman?
The woman that killed Thelma Carrington.
A woman killed her?
Well, didn't you know?
We've had no news here at all for weeks.
Oh, this Miss Hanson, she was sort of dresser and maid to the Carrington. Middle-aged woman. She was devoted to her mistress, but jealous as blazes and crazy. I mean, she was then, only nobody knew it. Miss Carrington was always nasty to her, it seems. She's right round the bend now in a lunatic asylum. Look here, Molly, what did Romford Smith say about his wife?
He didn't say anything.
Oh, he didn't. Well, look, Miss Carrington quarreled with this Hanson woman, got fed up with her and was going to kick her out. It's a long yarn. I can't tell the whole of it now, but the poor old coot just went crackers and stuck a knife into her mistress. When she knew she'd killed her, she just blew her top. She went and owned up straight away. Hey, you all right?
Oh, yes.
You've gone white.
No, I'm all right. No, you didn't make that story up, did you?
Make it up? Why should I? Anyway, you've seen the pip. Oh, no, of course you haven't.
So what you really want to do is to let Mr. Romford Smith know about his wife's death?
Well, naturally. Well, there hasn't been sight nor sign of him. There was an idea once the Hanson woman had done something to him. She didn't like him. If I could only get hold of him...
Nobody will ever get hold of him.
What you told me?
Until they find his body in the snow.
Now, let's have a bit of sense. Listen here.
You listen to me. James... Well, that's Mr. Romford Smith. He thought he was being blamed for his wife's murder.
Well, I told you right at the first...
listen. He's been trying to get away. He's been trying to get away from here, only the storm stopped him. And then Father was ill, and that stopped him, and then the storm stopped him again. Tom Morgan and his friends stopped him. Well, an hour ago he left, and he's heading for the Cardiganshire side.
Tonight? He'll never do it. Why, there's more snow on the way, and it'll be worse there than anywhere.
Do something. Stop him. Catch him.
Molly, how can I?
Follow him.
Follow him? Look, gal, if I had half a dozen picked men, and if they were equipped for the trip, and if they were sure of the way he went, and if there wasn't the risk of a hell of a blizzard tonight, gal, you know damn well I can't do anything. He's got to start. It's near dark. If I sent those two chaps, they'd lose their lives.
Oh, no, you're quite right. You can't catch him.
He might get through to where he's going.
Do you believe that?
Oh, no, I can't warn anybody. Even most of the lines in the hills are down. Hey, what are you putting the coat on for?
I'm going out.
You can't.
I'm going to the top of the hill.
Act tidy now. Take the old coat off and make the boys a cup of tea.
You can make one.
We'll all feel better after a strong cup of tea.
Look, if I want to go to the top of the hill the way he went, I might be able to see him before darkness falls.
Now, listen, I'll tell you what I'll do. My boys can go up the bed of the stream a couple of miles. Tom Morgan will go with them, help show the way. The snow will have blown down the dingle, and it won't be so deep. They can go to the top. And if they see this man, they can holler to him.
And do you think they can head him off like that?
I'm doing the only thing I can. I'm whacked. Me and you'll stop here and have a strong cup of tea and wait to see what happens. Perhaps I think of something else. Take your coat off now.
You send your men, Sergeant Lewis, and then you can make tea or you can follow me up
now
here.
Listen,
because that's where I'm going.
Obstinate little girl, and now you're an obstinate pig. It's coming down thick. Nice trip back to town for us. You might have to sleep in your kitchen even. Molly, might as well talk to the wind. You won't see a thing in this, my girl. Not even a black spot away over the other hill. The best of time and energy. No good talking to us, sweetheart. You know to this tonight, you are. Table. There, Molly. Now we're over the brow. There's nothing to see. Leave it to them, boys. Come on, my mate. You've got to be brave now. And see 100 yards in this, killing ourselves standing out in this wind. You come back now. There's your dad.
All right.
Come on, then. You take my hand now.
Wait!
What?
Look there! There's somebody coming!
Well, I'll go to Cardiff with another chapter.
James, it's James! 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 Quick, Sergeant, he's fallen! Hurry! Hurry!
You live in
the right, we're coming, James, we're coming! Hold on! James. It's all right, James, it's me. You're safe. We got to you just as you fell. You're back, James.
Molly?
Huh?
Molly? Molly, I've come back. I changed my mind. Decided I've got to fight. See, I didn't realize until I left you, but Molly, I've just got to fight. Up 1 chance in 1,000, I suppose. But if I win, I get you.
James, it's all right. The police came. You won't have to fight. They know who killed her.
They know?
They know it wasn't you. It was that awful woman.
Woman?
Hanson. They've known all the time.
Ah, I'm dreaming.
No, it's not a dream, James.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Perfectly sure.
Well, that makes this quite the nicest storm I've ever been out in.
James. Oh, darling James.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Mr. James Rumpole Smith?
Hmm?
Look, are you Mr. James? Yes, sir. Are you Mr. James Rump? Ah, well.
I say I'm sorry. What's that? Oh, let me introduce myself, officer. My name is Romford Smith.
Do you know, sir, I thought it was.
The Storm was an adaptation for radio of the novel by H.L.V. Fletcher. This was the cast. Mr. James, Oscar Quittek. Molly Mosley, Mary Wimbush. John Mosley, Ivor Maddox. Tom Morgan, Wynne Thomas. Sergeant Lewis, Yayan Rhys-Williams. Jacob Hughes, Russell Williams.
You've reached Sergei Bodanov. Unfortunately, I'm not here to take your call, but if you leave your name and message after the tone, I'll endeavor to get back at you.
Sergei, this is Emil. If you're there, pick up the phone. Sergei, please pick up the phone. Look, I don't know if you're in London or out of the country, but Sergei, it's Max. He's dead.
Killing Maestros by Christopher William Hill, with Bill Nye and Henry Goodman.
Emil Danica phoned to tell me Max had died. I was out at dinner, ironically just around the corner from the Royal Opera House. They'd been in rehearsal.
You were very close to Max?
We trained together in Paris, the Conservatoire. He was a year older than me.
And his lifestyle?
Unrelentingly masochistic. I would eat croissants. Max would only eat apples. He didn't like rich food. Salads. He lived on salads. I think he was the first vegetarian I ever met.
Mm.
It made him very unpopular with the French. I would eat croissants and read. Max would go jogging. When we were conducting, that was different. That was my exercise. But Max would train for hours in front of the mirror, holding his baton. It wasn't some narcissistic character flaw, although God knows he had that as well. It was the pursuit of perfection. When he died, the suddenness.
Tell me what happened, Sergei.
They think Max was dead before he hit the floor. With a heart attack. The BBC were filming rehearsals for Tristan und Isolde at the Royal Opera House, a retrospective of the life and work of Max Blum, although in retrospect their timing could have been more opportune. I keep watching the video. They allowed me to take a copy. I wanted to see it before I took over as conductor, before I replaced him.
But surely, Sergei, you had a choice. They could have found another conductor to replace Max Blum.
A moth to the flame.
An obligation to your friend. An act of remembrance?
More than that, Doctor. It was divined by Providence.
By Providence?
My father was a Russian emigre. I have a deeply ingrained sense of fatalism. I had to conduct the opera.
But Max...
I've watched him die 100 times. Pum. He clutches at his chest and bang. No more. Salute, maestro. The second bassoonist marked a cross in his score at the 89th bar of Act 2 and noted, "Here dies Max Blum, maestro." Melodramatic, of course, but I'm afraid that's symptomatic of bassoonists. I have 6 weeks, Dr. Lieberman. 6 weeks before the first preview performance. 6 weeks to get to the root of this evil. I use the word advisedly.
Psychotherapy... It's an inexact science, Sergei.
6 weeks for you to cure me.
Sergei, in our last session, you spoke about superstition. The superstitions surrounding certain operas?
When it comes to doom-laden opera, Tristan is about as good as it gets, or as bad as it gets, depending on your point of view.
Go on.
I hadn't stopped. Quite apart from the on-stage deaths, there are 4, including, of course, our eponymous hero and heroine. The incidental deaths are simply staggering. The off-stage deaths. George Ander was due to play Tristan in the first production of the opera, but went mad and was replaced by Ludwig Karasfeld, who died shortly after the premiere. The conductors Felix Mottl and Josef Kilbert expired whilst conducting the second act. And now, Max Blum. All things considered, Doctor, Tristan is not the happiest of operas.
But you say it was more than this. More than just coincidence?
The subject matter, you see. Doomed love. It's very hard not to be superstitious where doomed love is concerned. There are exceptions to the rule. I conducted Traviata for the New York Met in '93. Violetta at least has the good grace to die of tuberculosis. Something conventional. There's no witchcraft in it.
Witchcraft?
I'm talking in the most general sense, the supernatural. Max was not killed by witchcraft.
No, of course not.
Max was killed by Richard Wagner.
Carl, you know what my advice would be.
Yes, I know.
My professional advice.
Laura...
If you don't want to listen, there are lots of other therapists you could talk to.
No, I want to talk to you.
I don't know whether to laugh or cry. It's like being back at university.
Well, you always took time out then.
I'd never met an American before. You were exotic. Hampstead was such a haven of peace and tranquility until you came back, Carl. So, your client. He's haunted by Wagner, the composer.
Well, of course the composer. You see, this is my luck. This is the way God taunts me.
God is dead, Carl. A symptom of collective hysteria. Have you eaten? I've only got a few minutes.
I take on a new client. Is it something straightforward? Agoraphobia? Low self-esteem? No. I take on a client, he's haunted by an anti-Semite. One day, a patient will walk into my office and tell me he's haunted by, I don't know, someone kosher. George and Ira Gershwin, Gertrude Stein, Woody Allen.
A neurotic haunted by a neurotic. Anything else? Any other symptoms?
What, the Wagner thing isn't enough?
Well?
There's a tendency towards...
Yes?
Hypochondriasis.
Obsessive-compulsive?
Yeah, but...
A red letter day. Congratulations.
Laura.
God, is that the time?
No, look, you're laughing.
I'm not.
Your mouth is twitching.
Facial tic. Carl, I've got to get back. I've got a client in 10 minutes.
No, we haven't even skimmed the surface.
There's more? Don't tell me he's afraid of heights, pigeons. Look, take my advice. As a friend, even if you don't listen to me as a consultant, drop him. Life's too short.
This is interesting.
Interesting? Have you ever met an interesting hypochondriac, Carl? Honestly?
Well, all right, different then. This case is different.
Okay.
The hypochondria is just the tip of the iceberg. The Wagner fixation, that's something new.
New? In what way?
It's an inherited fixation.
Right, an inherited fixation. Some kind of hereditary Teutonic yearning? Or am I missing something?
No, well, inherited's the wrong word. Passed over. Somebody else's neurosis, a specific neurosis, has somehow manifested itself in his mind. I think that's fascinating.
Okay.
Laura, he senses the presence of Wagner.
So what is this? Some kind of auditory hallucination?
I don't know what it is.
Refreshingly candid for a psychotherapist.
Oh, it's too early yet.
So, if this is an inherited fixation, if he's taken on somebody else's hallucination, you'll stop me if I'm getting this wrong, who's it inherited from?
I hadn't seen Max for 4-5 months, maybe. We met on the South Bank outside the festival hall.
When was this?
I suppose a month, 6 weeks before he died. He was different.
Different? How?
Distracted. Normally we'd meet for lunch, the Dorchester perhaps, or White's.
But you met outside the festival hall.
He didn't want to go inside. He kept pacing. He wanted to walk. He must have lost a stone in weight, and for a man as sinewy as Max, it gave him a sunken look, haunted.
Haunted?
He was constantly looking around him as if he was expecting someone. And then a most peculiar thing happened.
Yes?
My mobile phone began to ring.
And?
I reached into my pocket to get the phone, and Max wrenched it from my hand and hurled it into the river.
Did he offer an explanation?
I demanded an explanation.
And?
He said he was sure, convinced, it was Richard Wagner.
On the mobile phone?
On my mobile phone.
What did you do?
What could I do? I laughed. I didn't realize, not for a moment.
And Max?
That was the last time I saw him.
And ever since his death,
I've been aware of the presence of Wagner. Do you like opera, Doctor?
Would you like me to like opera?
Every question answered with a question.
Aging ingenues and overweight Lotharios.
Is that a yes or a no?
No, I do not like opera.
To me, opera has always been death set to music. Something intoxicatingly lugubrious, yet strangely erotic. Do you have a wife, Dr. Lieberman?
All I'm saying,
I know what you're saying.
I thought this was supposed to make things easier. Move to London, you said. We'll spend more time together, you said.
Well, you see the Perlmans.
Oh, I hate the Perlmans.
The Perlmans hate you. You got that much in common.
You said we'd see the sights. That is what you said.
I took you to Freud's house.
Yeah, 3 times.
There you go. The Royal Opera House. Feast your eyes.
I don't want to see the building. I want to see an opera or a ballet.
There's just no pleasing you, is there?
Oh, my God.
What is it? What's wrong?
Look.
What?
Over there. Isn't that Sergei Badanov, the conductor?
I wouldn't know.
Look, it is.
Dr. Lieberman.
You're treating him, Sergei Badanov?
Just keep walking.
You're treating Sergei Badanov and you want me to just keep walking?
Look, client-therapist confidentiality.
Dr. Lieberman.
But he's waving at you.
Please, Ruth.
Oh.
What is it now?
I've twisted my ankle.
You've done what?
Hereditary. Weak ankles. That's what you get for rushing me.
That's what I get for marrying you. Can't you just limp?
If you try and make me walk, I'll scream the damn place down.
Dr. Lieberman.
Oh, Sergei.
I was calling.
I didn't see you.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. You're not interrupting.
Well?
Oh, Sergei, sorry. This is my wife, Ruth. Ruth, this is Sergei Badanov.
Mrs. Lieberman.
Ruth, please. Mrs. Lieberman sounds so old.
Ruth.
Oh, this is such an honor. I saw La Traviata in New York at the Met.
You enjoyed it?
Enjoyed it? Oh, my God, it was life-affirming.
I'm so pleased.
Oh, I had no idea my husband knew you. You should come to dinner, shouldn't he, Carl?
Ruth, I don't think that Sergei
come to dinner. Come to dinner on the weekend.
She did what?
She invited him to dinner.
Couldn't you have stopped her?
Well, it happened so quickly.
She invited a client to dinner?
Yeah, look, before I knew what had happened, they were exchanging numbers, and now she wants to go shopping and get special food.
You have 3 messages. Message 1.
Hello, Dr. Lieberman. Please, if you're there.
Message 2.
Hello, this is Sergei Bodanov. I don't know if you're there.
Message 3.
I can't seem to find a pulse. I've been trying for 20 minutes. I've tried both wrists and nothing.
End of messages. To delete all messages, press delete.
You see, Ruth, this is why we do not give out phone numbers to clients.
Oh, so sue me.
Sue you? Is that all you can say? Have you got any idea what... Oh,
Well?
No, don't answer it.
It might be important.
It won't be. It'll be him.
Who?
Who? Sergei.
Oh, it won't be. Hello?
I'm not here.
Oh, yeah, I'll put him on.
Sergei. Hello. Yes? Yeah, what sort of headache exactly?
When Tchaikovsky conducted, he always kept one hand on his baton and the other hand on his head. He had a fear, a morbid presentiment that his head would roll off at the podium, just fall from his neck and drop into the orchestra pit.
But you can see that it was an irrational preoccupation.
Of course. I mean, yeah, I could see it was, should be irrational. I laughed. Wonderful composer, I suppose, if you like your music insipid and Russian, which incidentally I don't. But naturally, the next time I got up to stand at the podium...
You felt a twinge in your neck?
It was a spasm.
I'm sorry?
A shooting pain right across the larynx and stretching back to the nape of my neck, as if...
As if your neck were suddenly to become bereft of...
My head. As if my neck was suddenly to become bereft of my head.
Uh-huh.
Please don't humor me, Dr. Lieberman. Irrational, I kept telling myself. Completely and utterly irrational. My neck and head arrived at the opera attached, and there was no rational hypothesis that would suggest an untimely interruption of the status quo.
Neck and head in perfect harmony.
Exactly.
I see.
But is it that simple?
Oh, perhaps not.
Oh, God. You think?
No. I meant...
Some ominous undertone of something, perhaps?
No.
That was a certain, absolute, non-rhetorical no.
Was it?
And back we go to square one. Do I look well?
Do you feel well?
I went to the Ivy yesterday for lunch. Emil Daneker was there. My Tristan, the man who told me about Max, he was having lunch with an emaciated cellist. She said I looked well, which either means I looked fat or ill, or both.
Well, perhaps you just meant that you looked well.
Oh, God, as bad as that?
No, I only meant that she...
Well, Emil said I should have a holiday, assuming Tristan ends before I do. Go to Lübeck, he said. It'll cheer you up. Those exact words.
Why don't you?
Have you ever been cheered up by a town with an umlaut?
Ah.
The air is too cold, the chocolate artery clogging, even the cuckoo clocks are potentially life-threatening.
Well, the water's good.
I am deeply suspicious of good water. George Bernard Shaw was a friend of Wagner. Did you know that?
George Bernard Shaw was friends with everybody. Hitler, Mussolini. You only had to be in the same room as George Bernard Shaw and he would befriend you.
But what a talent. Socially, I mean.
No, it was an obsessive-compulsive disorder.
A fellow sufferer, how reassuring. I'm very much looking forward to dinner tomorrow, Dr. Lieberman. It was so kind of your wife to invite me.
Sergei, I'm sorry, could we get back to...
Yep, of course, to the matter in hand.
Yes, thank you.
I once bought a self-help video on obsessive-compulsive disorders.
Did it help?
I watched it again and again and again.
Pass the pesto, Carl.
Is this the pesto?
Does it say pesto on the label?
Yeah.
Then it's the pesto.
This is why we moved to London. To avoid cranks like Sergei Bodanov.
You always tell me off when I call them cranks.
When I call him cranks, it's a clinical term.
Oh, he's just a little sick, that's all.
We're all of us sick, Ruth. Just some are sicker than others.
Is that a scientific analysis?
I'm a doctor. Everything I say is scientific analysis.
Oh, so this is a no-win situation. Trust you. You're a doctor. Oh, pasta's boiling over.
Oh. Well, can you help me?
Drain it. Drain it. It's pasta. This is not rocket science. Tip it in the bowl. No, the blue one. The blue one.
The bowl's green. This is a green bowl. Oh, God.
What?
We shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this.
Even patients have to eat.
Client, Ruth. He's a client.
Whatever.
You know that's not the point. You do know that.
Well, fine. I'll eat here. You go eat someplace else.
I'm not leaving you on your own with him.
Is he dangerous? Psychotic?
If he was, I'd happily leave you on your own.
Well, go on, Carl. Answer the door.
This is wrong. This is all wrong. On so many levels.
Door?
He's my client.
Well, tonight he's our guest. Do I look okay?
You look worse.
Great. Thanks.
The food was wonderful, Ruth.
Oh, well, thank you. More wine, Sergei?
Yeah, perhaps another glass.
Oh, Carl.
Oh, no. No, thank you.
Chateau...
Chateau Contemule, 96.
Oh, you know, I really marvel at people who can distinguish between wines, not just this is red, that is white. Connoisseurs.
What do you do, Ruth?
I'm a lawyer.
A lawyer?
Matrimonial law.
That must be very satisfying work.
Well, it can be.
When I divorced my wife, it was the most satisfying thing I'd ever done.
I haven't practiced since we left the States.
How long have you been living in London?
Almost 8 months. We moved over last fall.
I studied here in the 80s.
So what happened? Why did you divorce?
Irreconcilable similarities. I was a neurotic and so was she. She also had an irritating habit of referring to herself in the third person. Sergei did not like this.
Carl does a lot of marriage guidance counseling.
I'll bear that in mind if I ever get married again.
Coffee?
Later.
How did you both meet? Sorry, that was rude.
No. Carl was treating me.
I didn't just take my work home with me. I married it. Her.
Panic attacks, very mild.
But you seem so...
Sane?
Calm. I was going to say calm.
You're very kind.
Well, very honest.
Carl, you can make the coffee now.
You were all over the man.
Flattering, Carl. Very flattering.
I'm surprised you didn't just copulate on the table.
There was food on the table.
No, I'm being serious.
Sergei was very charming. I just wanted him to have a good evening. I was being a good hostess.
Yeah, Hooker would have been less accommodating.
Oh, thank you for that, honey. The Perlmans called today.
Don't change the subject. Good night, Ruth.
Carl. We never talk anymore, Carl.
Ruth, we've never talked. Not together. You talk, I listen.
Like therapy.
No, with therapy, I get to walk away.
Sergei talked to me.
Well, Sergei'd been drinking. He had an excuse.
He invited me to the opera house to watch rehearsals.
No, now look here. I said no. That's it. Over. Nada. No telephone calls, no dinners.
I said I'd love to go.
I had another dream.
What happened in the dream?
I was in an office, much like your office, this office.
But it wasn't me, was it, sitting in the chair?
No.
No, it was Wagner.
Yeah.
Well, who else could it have been?
You mean you knew?
Yes, it's always Wagner. Every dream is Wagner.
You think I'm mad?
Do you think you're mad?
Is it very difficult to become a psychotherapist?
Rhetoric?
Do you think so?
Do you often think about death? Your own death?
Sometimes, naturally.
And sometimes unnaturally?
Perhaps.
Your time is very nearly up.
A wonderful bedside manner for treating a hypochondriac, Dr. Lieberman.
Your session.
3 minutes. We have another 3 minutes. Is everything all right, Doctor?
How are you feeling, Sergei?
Feeling?
Yes, you were concerned that you might have been experiencing a mild heart attack when you called last night. Late last night.
Tragedy averted.
Oh, right. I think we need to talk.
Well, that's what we've been doing for the past hour. That's all we've been doing, talking.
No, about your telephone calls.
I
know my wife gave you our telephone number, which in hindsight she maybe shouldn't have done, but...
Is there a problem?
No, it's not a problem, but... Exactly. It's just... Well, if it's a medical concern, a genuine medical emergency, it might make sense to speak to your GP.
I see.
So we have an understanding.
Certainly.
Good.
Dr. Lieberman, it's Sergei Bodanov. I'm sorry to call so late. I know you suggested I shouldn't call so much, but I wondered, as this is an emergency, I can't seem to feel my left hand.
You've got to stop this.
What can I do?
Refer him to another therapist.
But he won't stop calling and calling. I'm going out of my mind. Well, figuratively speaking.
That's why you need to refer him.
I know, you're right. As always.
So, not quite the draw he promised to be?
You know, I honestly thought the Wagner. If only Max Blum hadn't died. Now, there was a potential client.
Every lunchtime the same. No wonder I get acid indigestion. Sandwich?
No, I've eaten.
I hate to say I told you so.
But you're going to, right? That's what you're going to say.
I'll just think it then. You'll never know. Carl?
It's Wagner. He's playing Wagner.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you. May I introduce Ruth Lieberman, who'll be sitting in on this afternoon's rehearsal. Ruth,
Hi.
this is Emil Daneker.
I'm very pleased to meet you.
Oh, I heard you sing Tristan in '96. I'm a big fan, Mr. Daneker.
Oh, thank you.
Is Misha Leinsdorf here?
Whenever possible, we try and rehearse Emil and Misha separately.
If I was Tristan and Misha was Isolde, I would have drunk the poison in Act 1. Gladly. I don't think I could have made it through to Act 3.
Yeah, thank you, Emil. If you would just sit there, Ruth.
Here?
Yep,
Oh, good.
wonderful.
Thank
Christopher, metronome, please. Good, we can start. Oh, Zink, Herr Nieder. His tessitura is wonderful.
It was incredible. I goose-fleshed.
Maybe you're menopausal.
Oh, up and down my neck. It was overwhelming. You know he's bilingual in 4 languages?
Who?
Sergei, are you listening?
I'm trying very hard not to, honey. Anyway, you can't be bilingual in 4 languages.
Please stop calling me honey. It makes my flesh creep. It's intensive cardiovascular exercise conducting. They have to be supremely fit.
Oh, so he's an athlete now.
Oh, you can laugh. You're out of condition.
Hey, I am not out of condition. I've never been in condition.
You're dribbling toothpaste.
I know.
Hey, you try holding a baton in the air for 3 hours. Try holding anything up for more than 3 minutes.
I've heard. I did hear that.
Spit, Carl. You're foaming at the mouth.
Now look, you've had your fun. You've flown in the face of psychotherapeutic protocol.
Oh, so that's what I'm doing. I'm flying in the face of, yeah, right.
You're obviously trying to punish me for something, for some perceived wrong I've done you, for bringing you to England, for not spending enough time with you, for introducing you to the Perlmans, something.
So this is all about you.
Yeah, clearly. It's elementary psychology, Ruth. We were studying this in high school.
Okay, so if I said I was meeting Sergei again tomorrow,
I'd say you were bluffing.
and I'd say you were a quack. Don't wait up for me.
That's good. Lovely, lovely. Bravo. Good. Very, very good. Thank you, Emil. Thank you, everybody. I think we'll call it a night. There we are. Thank you. Ruth, you're crying.
Oh, it's just so, oh God, I don't know, so moving.
Well, it's the effect we're aiming for.
You enjoyed the rehearsal?
Oh, yes, very much.
I hear your husband works miracles, Ruth.
Oh, he likes to think so.
Emil recommended Carl to me.
I come from a long line of Wagnerians. There's mental illness in the blood.
Emil's father was a wonderful singer.
Unfortunately, he disagreed with psychotherapy. Like Wagner, he was a strong believer in taking the waters at Marienbad. They're supposed to be very therapeutic.
Did they help him?
He drowned.
Good. Marvelous. Dinner?
Good night, Ruth, Sergei.
Good night.
Dinner?
You are hungry?
Yes.
Good. Good. Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, I feel,
Nervous?
Yes, I don't know why.
Is it me?
No. Yes. Oh, I don't know.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You're so cultured. I mean, for God's sake, you're a conductor. You're
Well,
famous. Of course I'm nervous.
Any fool can become a conductor. Thankfully, not every fool wants to.
Well, it's not just opera. Food, wine, theater. You speak Italian.
Would you like to speak Italian?
Oh, yes, very much.
It's extremely easy.
Oh, now I know you're just saying that.
No, parlo.
Oh, look at me, I'm going red.
No, go on.
I know, I can just feel
Parlo.
it. Oh, parlo.
L'italiano.
Italiano. Oh, I know I'm getting it all wrong.
No, parlo l'italiano bellamente.
Parlo l'italiano bellamente?
Bella!
Great, what did I say?
You told me that you speak Italian beautifully.
Oh, you're laughing at me.
No. You do everything beautifully. Do you speak any languages?
I speak a little French.
Ah. All my languages have been learnt from hotel bedrooms.
No, you're teasing me.
No, I'm serious. I can say fire action in 4 different languages. Nothing else. En caso de incendio, verhalten in brandfall, consigne en cas d'incendie. In caso de incendio.
Oh my God, that is so...
What?
So sexy.
What qualities do you look for in a man, Ruth?
Availability.
Well, I'm available.
Well, enjoy me with my clothes on. It's as good as it gets. Oh my God. You're not joking, are you?
I never joke. Come home with me.
She's still not home.
Have you tried her mobile?
It's turned off.
What do you want me to do?
Well, it's 10 to 12. She's been out with him all day.
Ruth's a big girl, Carl. She can look after herself.
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh, it's a beautiful apartment, Sergei.
My wife had exquisite taste.
Well, she married you.
She also divorced me.
Oh, I want to know everything about you.
What do you want to know?
Well, everything. Your family.
My relationship with my parents was satisfactory. My father defected from Russia and married a second-rate flautist. I was conceived in the orchestra pit at the Royal Opera House during a matinee performance of Der Rosenkavalier. It was spring, and the production received appalling notices.
You had 2 children.
Yeah.
Are you close?
They aren't musical.
What are you doing?
I'm unbuttoning your blouse.
I can see that.
Yeah. And I will then remove your skirt, your bra, and
panties.
Yeah, in that order, and spend the night with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wondered if. Okay.
And what happens in the dream?
I'm in a doctor's waiting room. I'm sitting in a chair waiting, but I'm not alone. I'm aware that there are other people in the room.
Other people?
Sylvia Plath arrives with a portable cooker. Electric, not gas, which is surprising. Ernest Hemingway is flicking through a well-thumbed copy of Horse and Hound and sucking meditatively on a double-barreled shotgun. It's clearly a celebrity bash. Sylvia Plath, Ernest Hemingway, and Virginia Woolf staring wistfully at the ornamental pond. I dislike it intensely when you do that.
Do what?
Say like you know something I don't.
Well, isn't that what you pay me for?
I don't pay you to say
The dream is sexual, obviously.
It's uncharacteristically candid, Dr. Lieberman.
Any impaired sexual activity? Impotence?
I'm sorry?
Have you ever used a prostitute?
For what?
Look, Sergei...
Are you all right?
Water?
No, thank you.
Sergei, there are other forms of therapy you could consider.
But I don't want other forms of therapy. I want to be cured by you.
A Jungian psychotherapy, maybe. I could recommend somebody good.
I've read about it. Apparently it isn't necessary to be ill in order to have Jungian psychotherapy.
No, it's unnecessary. It's useful, perhaps.
It's useful to be mentally ill.
Well, only if you're undergoing Jungian psychotherapy.
But I'm not.
No. Cognitive therapy.
I don't think so, do you?
Rebirthing?
I'm claustrophobic.
Well, shock therapy.
I dislike surprises.
Look!
What?
Leave. Please. You're happy.
I'm not.
I've cured you.
No, you haven't.
go.
Should I call for somebody?
I don't know why you bother coming to me. I keep telling you. There are other therapists whose brains you could pick and spit out.
Laura, we're friends.
Why didn't you refer him when I told you?
I think he's having an affair with Ruth.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what to do.
Carl, there's only one thing
No,
you could...
I can't refer him. Not now.
Listen to yourself. That's completely...
It's what? It's what? It's completely what?
Unethical. For God's sake.
Nobody else knows apart from you.
You're putting me in a really difficult position.
Look, I tried to refer him, but he just wouldn't go.
I told you from the start, avoid hypochondriacs. Psychotherapist, beware. The Wagner complex, that could have been interesting, something to get your teeth into. Auditory hallucinations, fine. But all you have is a terminal hypochondriac.
Who's sleeping with my wife? A terminal hypochondriac?
You want a cup of coffee?
No. Sorry, Laura. I've got to go. I've got a client at 3.
Phone me.
Yeah,
anytime.
I will.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Are you all right?
All right. Oh, that was incredible. Spiritual, almost. Wow. Oh, for a hypochondriac, you are very good in bed.
What did you tell Carl?
Oh, I told him I was spending the night at Eva Perlman's.
Again?
Again. When we're making love, you never get the feeling you're gonna have a heart attack or anything?
Oh, God.
No, sorry, I just thought, being a hypochondriac.
Well, you've said it now.
Who are you calling?
Carl.
Oh, great. We're in bed together, and you're phoning my husband for therapy.
There's no answer.
Oh, leave it. Stay here.
Well, it might be Carl.
Well, Sergei.
Hello? Hello? I know there's somebody there. Who is it?
Sergei?
They've hung up. It's a withheld number.
I'm getting cold.
And this has happened several times?
The phone rings, and there's nobody there.
It happens, Sergei. People dial wrong numbers.
No, it's not that. It's more than that. It was only once or twice to begin with. That was bad enough. But now, my home phone, the mobile, it's always ringing. Blank pages coming through on the fax.
I see.
This is exactly what happened to Max. I'm being haunted.
Haunted?
You know.
Richard Wagner.
I'm more mad than when we started.
You weren't mad. You were depressed.
And now I'm mad?
Just more depressed.
Well, should it work like that? Or am I missing the point here?
Well, think of it as a cycle.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, something like that.
Thank you, Dr. Lieberman, for not referring me. I'm sure, I know, only you can help me.
I'm moving out for a few days.
Excuse me? What?
I'm moving out for a few days.
Well, goodbye then.
Oh, that's all you're going to say? Goodbye then?
Ciao, sayonara. What do you want me to say?
Okay. Sergei says...
Oh, I see. So that's where you're going. Sergei. I suppose this was his idea.
You haven't told him.
Told him what?
That you know about us. Well, have you?
No, have you?
No. I'm going to look after him.
The sick leading the sick.
You bastard! You cured me.
Cured you? You're a one-woman psychiatric ward. I could retire and spend the rest of my life treating you. You're a mess.
That's not true.
And it all stems from low self-esteem.
I don't have low self-esteem.
You're pathetic, neurotic, self-loathing.
Oh, I'll divorce you! That'll knock a hole through your marriage guidance work. Credibility nil.
That's perverse.
What is?
A matrimonial lawyer? Divorcing a marriage guidance counselor?
That makes perfect sense to me.
Of course it makes perfect sense to you. You're delusional. You can arrange the divorce, and I'll help us to get over it.
For the first time in my life, I start having some fun, and all you want to do is ruin it.
Divorce me then, see if I care.
Grow up, Carl.
Me grow up? Have you stopped and thought about all of this? If Sergei found out that I know about you two, who do you think he'd drop first? The menopausal floozy or the trusted psychotherapist?
You're a prick.
Well, you knew that when you married me.
You're a real piece of work. You know that?
Of course I know that. I analyze. That's what I do.
Oh, you've always got to have the last word.
Yep.
Goodbye, Carl.
Goodbye. You seem distracted, Sergei.
No, distracted.
First preview performance next week?
Yeah.
Rehearsals going well?
Rehearsal. Yeah. Rehearsals are going well.
But?
I've been feeling rather ill.
Ah. It's the hypochondria. Remember, Sergei, a brave man dies only once.
Is that supposed to help?
Did it?
Not at all.
Ah. The point is, Sergei, I can't tell you if you're ill. I mean, physically ill. I just don't know. How the hell could I know? It's quite possible that you're absolutely fine, but then... well, it's equally possible that you might not be. The human shell can hide a multitude of sins, Sergei. The ache that you feel right down the side of your head, it may be a spasm, who's to say, but you may be hemorrhaging as we speak. Well, now, I just don't know from looking at you. There's no way I can tell. This tightness across your chest, psychosomatic may be.
Likely, you think?
Possible. Well, don't ask me, ask a doctor.
But you are a doctor.
Well, yes, I'm the right doctor to ask if you think there's something wrong with you, but if there really is something wrong with you, you could be dead. Dead on this couch before I could count to 1, 2...
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
So, you're telling me there is something wrong, something seriously wrong with me?
No.
Oh, thank God. For a minute.
You're not listening to what I'm saying, Sergei. You could drop dead next week at the first preview of Tristan and Isolde. Who can say? We never know our time is up until it's...
Oh, God. Sorry.
Thank you, Sergei. That's the end of our session.
Carl, you're not being rational.
Rational? I'm being completely rational. Being icily rational.
Because this is beginning to sound like a manic episode.
No, listen to me.
You can't sleep, easily distracted, excited.
No, Laura!
Hypermanic, maybe. Coffee?
Look, yeah, okay, thank you. Look, I've been thinking... No, just one. Look, you know, a therapist takes on a client, right? And the therapist most times really wants to help the client, to cure the client, because that's the whole reason a therapist becomes a therapist, right? I mean, to cure people, to make people better.
You're babbling,
Yeah,
Carl.
no, I'm quite aware of that fact. Thank you. Oh, where was I?
Making people better?
Yes. No.
No?
Look, sometimes, you see, I only say sometimes. I mean, not all the time, but sometimes a therapist, for whatever reason, gets to the point where it's not in his best interest for the client to get any better. Actually, yeah, quite the reverse.
Carl?
Now, look, say, I mean, I'm just clutching at examples here. Oh, well, let's just say, for instance, that the client runs off with the therapist's wife. That's an awkward situation. What would you do?
I'd sit down very calmly. Breathe. Keep breathing.
Yeah, well, let's just say, I mean, for example, that your client had a morbid fixation with Richard Wagner. Would it be so wrong to phone that client?
Oh, I'm not hearing this.
And phone the client, and phone the client, and phone and...
Carl? Carl, are you okay? Shit.
Sergei? Sergei, if you're there, please answer the phone. Come on, pick up. It's me, Ruth. Sergei, I've been trying you all day. I just wanted to wish you luck for tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Bye.
Excuse me.
I didn't think you were going to come.
And this Sergei's big night? I think not.
Have you been drinking?
I've had a drink, yeah.
Miss me? Drowning your sorrows?
I was celebrating. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
He looks haggard. What are you doing to him? He doesn't look at all well.
Sounds like you're gloating.
He's my client, Ruth. I care.
Oh, don't, for God's sake, pretend you've got a professional conscience now. That is too hypocritical even for you.
Do you think you'll survive till the end of the performance?
Stop it.
2 acts down, 1 to go.
It's orgasmic.
You're having an episode. You should have stayed in therapy.
That was wonderful.
I suppose, if you like that kind of thing.
What is it? What's wrong?
I don't know. I can't see.
Oh my God. Look, Carl, it's Sergei. Oh my God, no.
He's collapsed.
Well?
I feel absolutely wonderful.
You do?
Apparently, in articulo mortis, I find all is well.
But the doctor... What did the doctor say?
Well, I've got to stay hooked up to this thing overnight, but just to be on the safe side.
But
Panic attack, nothing more, nothing less. The doctor said I was a perfectly preserved specimen. I think it was intended as a compliment.
Oh, I was so worried. It's on the front page of the morning papers.
Ah, good, free publicity.
You feel absolutely well?
Yeah, thank you.
You sure?
Cured, I think.
Cured?
Of my hypochondria. And Wagner can telephone all he likes.
Can I... Can I have a glass of water?
Of course, yeah. Sparkling or still?
Carl, what's wrong?
Oh, it's just my chest.
Oh.
My chest.
Carl?
You've reached the voicemail of Laura Van Helden. Please leave your name, number, and message after the tone.
Dr. Van Helden, this is Sergei Bodanov. We met at Dr. Lieberman's funeral. I was one of the doctor's patients. Mild depression and hypochondria. I feel so much better now. But I wake up in the middle of the night absolutely panic-stricken that I don't know, the spectre of hypochondria. Does that make sense? A gnawing, all-consuming terror. What if I become hypochondriac again? I was wondering if I could make an appointment to see you and...
End of messages. To delete all messages, press delete. All messages deleted.
In Killing Maestros by Christopher William Hill, Sergei Bodanov was played by Bill Nye. Dr. Carl Lieberman, Henry Goodman, Ruth Lieberman, Lorelei King, Laura Van Helden, Sylvestre Latuzel, and Emil Daneke, Andrew C. Wadsworth. The pianist was Colin Guthrie, and the director, Liz Webb.